Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the number 12 PM&A podcast. Number 12, can you believe it? Thanks, Mike. Mike Caskanette is gracing us with his presence. You can wave. People, he just waved.
Watch me as my wave.
Ernie's here, Mike's here. Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Rose Pipes & Co. As you heard in the last podcast, Nate hand makes smoking pipes for us, and if you'd like to purchase a pipe, go ahead and look up on his Instagram. He makes custom pipes by hand, and if you buy a pipe from him and mention the PM&A podcast upon order, he will discount the pipe and give you a free tamper with the custom pipe. Doesn't that sound nice?
I think he'll If you mention the podcast, he said he's going to give us a good deal on a pipe and a free tamper.
And just you don't have to buy these pipes just to smoke tobacco.
Yeah.
You can smoke the Mary Jane.
Smoking Mary Jane will not tamper.
He doesn't
with the pipe.
He did say don't mix the two. Like you can't. Like it's either one or the other.
Yeah.
So you might have to buy two pipes, which would make Nate some cash.
So pick your path.
You can't cross the streams. Don't cross the streams. It's like Ghostbusters. You can't cross the streams. I guess there's a certain term he used for it, like it bleeds in or something. But anyway, so
it ghosts it.
Ooh,
It ghosts
ghost peppers.
The pipe. So don't cross streams.
So anyway, go over to Rose Pipes & Co. on Instagram and give Nate a shout. He makes hand-make pipes, and you can check out all the pipes he's made so far. He makes custom pipes, and he also makes theme pipes as well. So check out his Instagram and mention the PM&A podcast upon order to receive a discount and a free tamper.
Now on that, let's remember that we got other people that are listening that may have small businesses, and if that's what you're shooting for, you want a little podcast advertising, let us know.
Jesus,
we'll shout you out.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, we got one. Remember I said I want one? I fucking got one, didn't I?
Yeah, you don't need to swear. Thanks. Anyway, yeah. So, welcome, Mike. Man, it feels like we haven't had a podcast in a while. I don't know why. We do it every other week, but it just feels like we haven't done one in a while, and I wish we could do them more other than every other one, but
like once a week.
Because I have people say, "Hey, you should put out some more podcasts so I can listen to it. I'm at work or driving." I'm like, "Listen, man, I ain't got the time."
Plus, with the length of them that we do, like that's what I was saying last time, was like an hour and a half. Most people don't have enough time to sit down and listen to that for like
I do
the whole thing. Yeah, me too. Oh, I listened to how many did I bang out today? I think I got about seven
podcasts of
what?
And how long?
And I got half the Rogan. What's the Alex Jones. I got half that
one was 5 hours long.
What?
Yeah.
5 hours.
Do you listen to Rogan?
No.
Oh,
5 hours. What the hell?
Oh man.
What are we talking about for 5 hours?
It was everything.
It was kind of crazy. Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah. Anyway.
Alex Jones, you don't say.
Yeah, he was going off on Joe, and then Eddie Bravo showed up and got him all fired up, and he was screaming and yelling, and it was pretty. You should listen to it.
Was he hitting the blunts again or no?
Nope. No.
No, like it was pretty much Joe just kind of sitting back. Yeah, man, and he's trying to make jokes. He's trying to keep it light because I didn't see the video. Did you see the video?
I did.
See, I didn't see the video, and I couldn't tell if from his demeanor on the podcast, he sounded pissed. Like he was really like intense, I should say.
There was beef for a while between him and Joe for a while, and I guess they squashed it beforehand. And like there was like this video that Alex was gonna like, let's fight, Joe Rogan, you and me, let's fight, and everyone's like, the fight we wanted, like or something. It was like that's funny. Anything. Let's not talk about Alex Jones.
No, please.
Let's not get into it. But man, it's been nice to see you, Mike.
So
How's things?
What's new and exciting?
Oh, what's happening? What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
Just hanging out, taking care of the boy. Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's actually on a real good run. He said about a month of he's just getting better and better. So yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
We got a deck built for a wheelchair lift today, so we'll get that installed next week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Things are moving along.
Did you get like a contractor to come in and do it, or?
Yeah, the company we got the lift from, they have a guy who came out and did a fantastic job.
On whose bill? Your bill?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? But no, he was fantastic. So.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
Didn't take him long to put it together. Or?
2 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's not so bad. Man, oh man, oh man.
So, yeah.
So, remind people, your son. I know you were saying the acronym before, but
Yeah.
can you just like What is it called again?
Spinal muscular atrophy. He's,
Spinal muscular atrophy.
SMA for short. Yeah.
SMA.
So he's there's 4 different types, and he's got type 1. So
Yeah.
that's not ideal,
and you're
but there's
full-time-
medication for it, so we're working on that.
Which is covered right now.
For him, yes, but not for all kids at the moment.
Is that a
So
new thing?
the medication?
No.
Or-
As in like not being covered.
No, they only see. There's about 40. I think a couple more just added in the last couple of days. So about almost 50 countries now that have given wide access to all patients.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, we're still dragging our feet here, and I don't quite get it. So this is the second ruling of the medical board.
Yeah.
And yeah, the best they could offer was for type 2 up to 12 years old. So it's still not wide coverage. So we're still fighting. Next week there's a rally in Toronto. So
You guys are going?
I don't know. I haven't really just found out today, so we're just gonna have to
Yeah.
figure that out. But I wouldn't mind getting down there. We went to Ottawa for one in February last year. So
Because the funding comes federally.
Yeah.
Yeah, not provincially.
not provincially,
Not a big
no.
fan of your big boy Ford there.
no, there's a lot we could say about Mr. Ford, but
Well, like the new thing now, he just came up with this thing for like what not really affects me, but the kids that I work with who have autism. They're changing the bill where they're changing the stipulant for someone who can get funding.
yeah,
So if you are a low income house that can't afford the funding, you can get funding, but there's like a cap now, almost
Yeah.
like ODSP kind of thing for school and stuff. Like they're capping it for people who can't afford it, but for the people that can afford it up to a certain annual income, they're not giving it to you.
yeah.
So I don't know what the cap is. I probably should have looked at it.
It's less than $8,000 as far as I know. And I mean, for most patients, that would be a couple months and it's gone.
8 months.
No, like it could be a couple months. It's not going to go a long way.
Is it $8,000 for the year?
About $8,000 for the year? Yeah, is what I
Well,
understand.
I know
it.
for me, based off of what I charge an hourly rate for the boys that I take care of, I'm little less than that coming in annually, but that's not every day.
Right.
That's maybe a couple days a week and maybe working 5 or 6 hours a shift. Like that's not full time. So in reality, and I'm not charging them. I'm charging them probably around the same amount most workers are, but that's just a worker that's just coming in and doing social stuff.
Yeah.
That's not medical. That's where the money is when you're getting people in and helping out with that kind of
You
stuff.
got that right.
So the money isn't there, but hopefully the people who can afford it. There are other ways of getting funding for that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Is there LIN coverage or anything like that, or
Yeah. That's that CCAC.
Yeah.
What it used to be called.
Yeah.
But now when you get past a certain age, they're actually giving people who are in that kind of social demographic disabilities and things like that. It's called passport funding. So
Okay,
that's
yeah.
past I think it's past 18. I think you can apply for that, adding on to ODSP, and you can get that funding, which is another $5,000 a year, I think. But it's just people who need help, just let them have. I maybe he's trying to cut spending, I guess.
Yeah.
Mr. Ford, but
Well, his justification is there's all this big long wait list, and now the wait list is gone because now everyone gets a little piece of cabbage across the board,
Yeah.
but it's not enough to help anybody.
which kind of confuses me because now, everyone that I work with is now going to we can apply for the funding. And even some of the gentlemen that are a part of day programs that they go to every day, the day programs know that everybody's getting the funding, and now they're charging people to go to the day programs.
Yeah.
They just implemented that this year, and some of us are like, well, what if they don't get it?
Yeah.
What if they don't get the funding? Then they don't have the day programs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bureaucracy, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's just
Yeah, kids' ability is going to get hammered with this too.
Yeah.
It's just all the people trying to do
Yeah.
good are the ones who are going to take it here on this
So,
big time.
yeah. There'll be a lot. For me, there's going to be a lot of work for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Fortunately, but unfortunately, it's just people are going to have to pay out of pocket
Yeah.
sometimes if they're making too much money.
Yeah.
Stop making money, you lucky buggers.
Well,
So-
I know how that goes.
Will
Yeah.
it be like a bus pass where you can pay a one-time thing for the whole year and it would cover them, or is it something where it'll be they have to pay per month?
Well, funding is based off of passport funding specifically is based off of what you do. So he has funding to go. Let's say you have a guy who's higher functioning. He could go see the Toronto Maple Leafs game. He could go to a Toronto Raptors game. Go to the museum. Go walk around. That passport funding is to pay for a worker to take him to those things.
So he
pay
has
for those
basically
things.
a government allowance.
Yeah, It's like an allowance to go and do
Okay.
some things so his life's a little bit more enriched.
Could they go to like a strip club if they wanted to?
Well,
Now you know why I'm asking that,
no.
because I got asked that in the interview process when I went to through it when I went.
So, just so you know,
What?
if you do,
Yeah.
you know, legally, for people who are work in the company,
Yeah.
as long as they're not doing something illegal or something that's going to harm themselves, you have to take them.
Yeah, so that's
Come on.
that's what I got asked
Yeah.
during the interview process.
Yeah. So if a guy wants to go to a strip club, if it's like if I have any like regret, like, you know, anything like that, if I don't have anything, you know, that I'm saying like, okay, I feel bad about this or I think this is a bad idea, I can't put my own opinion on it at all. I can't say yes or no, or I can't take you there.
Just
If they
get in
wanna-
the car.
If they want to go, I got to take them.
Wow.
That's what they asked me. They said if you were asked to go to a strip club, would you go? Now I'm trying to be good because I knew what the company was called,
Yeah.
but
Doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. So like they're asking me this, and I'm like,
Well, it feels like a trap.
this sounds like a
It's a
trick
trap.
question.
They do that. They hang you up. It's
And I'm
actually-
just like,
Yep.
personally, I've never been to one before, and I don't like go there all the time. Like I wouldn't be able to use my frequent shoppers card. I'm sure, assuming like would I get my usual seating?
Right.
Do I bring small bills? What do we do here?
When
And
they
I'm
went
like-
to Loonies and Toonies, it was a real pain in the ass.
I'm like,
Oh, I bet
I
that's
don't
a
know.
real pain in the ass.
See.
Candy's not used to me bringing people. Like I don't know how she's gonna like this. And I said, no. And they're like, actually, it's if that's what the client does, you're required to take him.
Yep.
I'm like,
Wow.
well, you know, I guess I'd go.
Yeah. They have a freedom
Fine.
of choice, and we
Wow.
can't implement that choice. They have rights, right? We're all about the Charter of Rights and Freedoms of
Yeah,
Canada.
I just remember that.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
so
absolutely amazing.
we get battled on it a lot by like parents and family. They're like, "Why are you letting him just do this?" I'm like, "He wants to. It's not hurting me. It's not hurting him. It's not illegal.
No.
He can do whatever he wants."
What's the
My-
weirdest
What's
place?
a lap dance
What's the
gonna
weirdest
hurt?
place you've been asked to go? Have you been asked to go to strip
No.
clubs or okay?
No. Well, one of the guys wanted to go for a beer one time, but he is on psychotropic meds.
Oi, mother.
Wasn't a great idea. So that's the only stipulation. If a doctor says he can't do this, 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 and this, like for instance, like
Okay.
a dietary restriction, if
Yeah.
the doctor says he has to have a dietary restriction, we have to restrict it. We're allowed to because
Yeah.
the doctor said. But if the doctor doesn't say anything, he goes
Giddy
to
up.
town. Giddy up, man.
Wow.
Grab the keys. Let's go.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, most of the time, there's nothing crazy that I've ever had to deal with.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know
the one
other-
guy you brought to wrestling that one time, that was fun.
Yeah. He likes wrestling.
Yeah.
I gotta get him back again.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
You said even you had a good time with that.
Mike.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about the local wrestling scene. What is
Yes.
it? Is it WMA?
PWA.
PWA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I think I know the guy who does the like the in the ring announcer
He does.
guy.
Oh yeah.
Brady Wedham,
No.
I think.
No.
No.
I saw it on his Instagram. I
Yeah,
think
Brady
he was doing
Webber. No. Mike
that. I
knows
think
him.
he,
Yeah.
oh, do you?
Mike's
Tex
buddies with him.
Lexus, man. My man
Oh,
right
you
there.
wearing the shirt.
That's
He's
right.
wearing the shirt. Tex
Matter of fact, I
Lexus.
am. Yeah. Oh, it's awesome, man.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I had such a good time. I couldn't believe how cool it was.
Yeah.
Like, it's legit awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I had a great time.
Yeah.
I go to the local, so it's, what is it again?
PWA.
PWA
Yeah.
Wrestling. It's
Not
all over-
PM&A.
No,
It's
PM,
PWA.
PWA.
Yeah.
Wrestling all across Southern Ontario,
Yeah.
and there's shows like every month, all
Yeah.
like London.
They got the
Kitchener.
Alpine Club this next weekend. Yeah.
What
is
day
that?
And they're in Guelph too on Friday. Next Friday.
So so that's the next Kitchener
Yeah.
one.
It's next Saturday.
What does that
yeah.
stand for?
Pure Wrestling Action, I believe.
I'm gonna write that down.
You
I'm gonna
should.
see if I can get him to go out.
There you go.
The guy's like, cause he loves going, and it's $20.
Yeah, man.
It's it.
We should get him on the podcast.
Who?
No, the announcer.
Oh, Texas.
You should.
Is that
Do you
think
know
he'd be
him?
Down?
Yeah, man.
Could you bring him?
Yes.
We would. I guess you could come with him. I guess.
Thanks, man.
No, you don't.
He needs a chauffeur.
Yeah. You could sit in the corner.
Yeah.
That's next Saturday. Okay, I'm writing that down.
Yeah, man. Take him.
No, I can't. I'm not working. But
Oh.
I'm gonna make sure he goes though.
Nice. Yeah. Get him hooked up.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
take him to the strip club after.
Yeah, and then we'll
Get
have
him,
some
get him
beers.
a
Yeah,
full night.
Get some whiskeys.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
full night.
Yeah, the full deal. He might have a lot of fun.
Wonder if he'd get a
He
discount
really had,
in there.
He had a great time watching the women wrestlers.
Half
Yeah.
off.
Like he has like Okay, geez, guys. So
What?
he has this tick where he'll sit with like a handkerchief and move it,
Mm-hmm.
like as like a form of like I can't remember what they call it anymore. Sorry. So it's like a sensory thing. So, but as soon as the women wrestlers came on, he stopped and just was like looking like jackpot. I was like, "Set, you like what you're looking at, buddy?" And he's just like,
Jesus.
he's like, yeah. He's a really quiet guy, but
Yeah.
you enjoy it. That. Oh man, I had such a fun time.
Yeah.
I was like telling these guys about it, and they're like, "That sounds stupid. I'm not going."
Well, then they're stupid. It's
Yeah.
not stupid.
I don't think I used the word stupid.
You weren't too keen.
I wasn't keen on it because I when I think of that I think of WWF, but
No man.
I can't watch it on TV anymore.
No,
I used to.
you gotta go.
Yeah, man. It's not nothing like that.
We
It's
should
nothing
set it
like
up.
that.
We should set up
Yeah.
a night. Not the next one, but maybe the next one.
We'll do a podcast backstage with all the guys. Be good.
Yeah, how are we gonna? Do they have room for this table?
I don't know. Probably.
Well,
They might put somebody through it. Is the only problem. So
The wrestling
if you're
I-
attached to it, I wouldn't.
well, the
bring it.
wrestling doesn't go on till like 10 o'clock, does it?
No, it starts at 7.
Yeah,
Or
but
so
when,
7:30.
when is it over?
About 10. Yeah.
Yeah, we could go watch wrestling and then do a podcast
That'd be
after.
hilarious.
Seriously,
We're all fired up.
It is so awesome.
It is, man.
No joke.
Yeah.
PWA
PWA.
wrestling.
Check it out, man.
Bring somebody
Like-
back with us.
Bring someone you
You
love.
grew up watching wrestling.
Oh, absolutely.
Like WWE,
Yeah.
all the old guys.
Yeah,
You
my
know,
grandpa was into it too, so we would always just
on Sundays.
shoot. Yeah,
right?
we just shoot the crap
Sunday
about wrestling all the
afternoons.
time.
Yeah, but it was WWF when I watched it,
well, yeah. But then
Well,
the
yeah,
Panda guys
WWF.
got all upset, and it was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
whole
and then
thing.
WCW. And
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it really. I got deep into WCW.
Did you?
Like the Wolf Pack.
I had-
all
yeah, I had-
the way.
I had the-
You got their figurines. And
I
all
had
that
the
shit?
NWO
No,
shirt.
Figures, did
No, just the shirts.
you? Nice.
I think I even went. I went and saw WCW when they came to Kitchener one year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saw Booker T. Booker T was the big guy
Yeah,
that came.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's like he's a mid-level guy, but and then we saw Rey Mysterio Jr.
Oh man.
That was the final match.
Nice.
It was so sweet.
Yeah, that guy can go, eh?
Yeah.
So that would have been probably 99, 2000, probably.
Yep.
About
it
that,
was.
yeah.
It was.
Booker T was the guy.
I was
yeah.
always
Yeah.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Nice. He was at a
the shit.
PWA show.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think it was last year. Hacksaw was there for one.
No.
Yeah, Jake the Snake was there for one. Yeah.
Shit.
He was in town doing a speaking thing at Chainsaw downtown too. So
Just
he
about wrestling.
about his life, about all the
Oh.
crazy shit he's been
Yeah.
through. Yeah. So he does those things, and then he'll like do the rest.
Did you hear him on Rogan?
No.
Oh, I was in heaven because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I love this guy
Why
as
were
a
you
wrestler.
in heaven?
Because it was such.
You love
Because I
it? You
loved
wanted
hearing
him?
his story.
I was
His
in heaven.
his story is pretty crazy, man.
Who
Yeah,
was it
man.
again? Who were you talking about?
Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus.
I was in heaven.
Go fuck yourself.
Ernie's always in
Fucker.
heaven. Oh, so beautiful. Oh.
Oh
he,
boy.
he likes what he likes.
Yeah.
Anyway, wrestling.
Yes.
Man.
Punch you to heaven.
Because, like, do you watch it now? On
A
TV?
little. Yeah, I do watch some. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Not a ton, but a little bit.
Once it kind of died off, once I started going to school and stuff, I just stopped, like, after high
Yeah.
school. Stopped kind of watching it.
I kind of got back into it because Tex is. I've known him forever,
Yeah.
and he's into he's doing this thing. So I always go check out the shows, and I watch the pay-per-views and stuff with him. But yeah, I don't watch like
So that
too much.
They don't televise that, do they?
No.
They had a couple episodes. They did a couple shows on Rogers, but I don't
Really?
know. Yeah,
Because it's like a local thing.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Jer.
All right, let's not get salty here. All right.
Saltier than the pickle fries.
Yeah, relax.
Jesus.
Jeez, relax.
Hypertension is setting
Just
in.
giving you a little bit of
fucking-
just give me a little bit of pride. Take her easy. So, you think those guys are trying to make it into the WWE?
Some of them actually, people in WWE, a few of them have been through PWA like over the years.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Because that one guy with the shaved head, what's his name?
Oh, Josh Alexander. Yeah.
He's on his way up.
Yeah.
That guy is pro.
Yeah.
That fight we watched, I couldn't believe the athleticism.
Yeah.
The guy was killing it.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of those guys
it's
are good. but
seriously,
he's-
you really need to go see it. Like, they're like, you think it's like, it's okay, this is going to be fake. No, man.
Yeah.
Like, this guy was slapping.
Oh, the chops are
The heck,
oh my
you could
God.
hear it around the room.
Yeah.
And the guy, you're like, oh my God. Like, he's just getting, you're like, this is legit.
Yeah.
And the guy's getting, like, hit
Yeah.
and kicked in the face.
You're worried about Buddy losing a nipple. He's hitting him so hard. It's
Yeah.
just crushing
And just
his chest.
slapping the shit out
beat
of him.
red.
Oh,
Like, that's
man.
legit, man.
It's like, you're just like, oh my gosh. It's crazy.
Better than those hugging UFC guys.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I said
hang
it.
on.
I know you guys love it. You love
What?
UFC. Ah, man.
So-
I can't do
What do you
UFC.
mean?
I can't do it. I can't
What do
do
you mean you
UFC.
can't do it?
Man,
I
can't.
kind of like to know that when you go to watch a match,
Yeah.
that it can't accidentally be ruined on a telecast the night before.
What do you mean?
WCW.
That happened a lot in
WWF.
WCW, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
when
so
it-
much in WWE.
Hang on, Faker. So when I WWF, the reason everybody found out it was fake was because they accidentally announced the winners for the match.
Well, that was
the
no
day
accident.
before.
That was no accident.
Okay, but
they did that on purpose. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but they announced the winners of the match before it even
You
happened.
can watch it and see that's fake.
100%.
But they,
But
yeah,
I'm
so
just saying.
At the time, WWE wasn't doing their show live. They were doing,
Yeah.
they were doing. So then, after all that crap started happening, they started doing it live, so they weren't getting scooped. But then at one point,
Yeah.
they said, "Yeah, you could turn over to the other show and watch this guy, Mankind, become champion." And it was like, "Holy shit!" So everyone jumped over and watched it and left WCW in the dust that night. It was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
And that was honestly like the beginning of the end."
And
Yeah.
UFC
Like, how
fighters
dumb are you?
don't come in the match pre-cut either.
No,
So that way when blood
pre-cut?
comes
Oh,
out.
They have
no,
blade.
no.
How
The
do they
blade.
cut themselves?
That doesn't
Little
have.
razor blade.
Yeah.
And they just kind of like you go this way, not down, because that's scars.
And then you glue it.
after, I suppose. But it's
Yeah.
usually so small. it
Because
just
that
pops
guy,
up. Oh, were you there for Joey Allen when he was all bleeding everywhere?
no,
Oh,
we weren't there for blood.
okay.
Or
Oh,
we
there's
went-
the one after. The
Would
one
he
guy
have
got
freaked?
busted open, but it was an accident.
What?
It was crazy.
No. The guy loves wrestling, so that's why
Oh,
we
he
take him
would
to
have
wrestling.
dug it. He would have.
Dude, he
would've Jim
loves
dug it?
wrestling.
Ah.
His favorite. Oh man,
Oh.
the guy loves wrestling. That's like his thing. He talks about wrestling. I ask him what do you want to watch on TV. I want to watch wrestling.
Nice.
He put it on TV. He's like that's like his thing. So he would be stoked for it.
Yeah.
Do you watch UFC, Mike?
No, I
just
watched
said
the
that.
very first like 3 or 4 way back in the day when it was like little guys versus giant people and
Yeah,
there's no
there was
weight
no
classes.
rules,
it was,
really.
Yeah.
it was just like bum fights, but now it's like I don't know. There's so many guys, I just can't keep track of it. There's a
even
card
the-
every day. There's another show. It's like
Every weekend there's a card, and like
I
even,
can't.
even us, we watch it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Yeah.
keep up because
Yeah.
there's like 500 fighters on,
Oh,
on the
Jesus.
on the
It's just-
roster.
It's just constant. Like every week, it's like, these are different guys than the one last week. And so I don't know what's going on.
But
So like,
it's kind of fun.
Ain't
like,
nobody got time for that.
Sometimes like I'll be stoked for the main card, but the prelims, you're like, whoa, those
Yeah.
prelim fights were off the
Like that last card, that last UFC was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the last card was really, really good. It had a lot of big fights in it, but like I've learned about fighters that were just in the prelims. You're like, well, I'm gonna watch this guy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look out for this guy. Like you remember the name. Like
Yeah.
that's actually how I started watching Sugar Show O'Malley.
Yeah, he's
That
been
guy-
out for a hot second.
Well, he broke his ankle in the one fight.
Ugh.
He finished
Yeah.
his fight. He broke his ankle and finished it.
He won it too, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he just outboxed.
Because
the
it's
guy.
not fake, Mike.
And then he's been out because he was on some sort of.
Man.
He was out because of some supplement charge or something. They said that they checked-
Supplements. Yes.
whatever. There's a lot of them that get in trouble with that for
He's
like.
sm-
and he
But he's a
smokes
small
a
guy,
lot
though.
of weed.
Ah.
But he's a small dude. It doesn't make any sense. He's not jacked up like.
Yeah.
You know, he's not like a big guy like.
Well, you don't want to be a big guy in that. You don't want to be so jacked up. You're just like hulking
can't.
around the ring. You
You
can't.
can't be jacked up.
No.
They check you. They
Yeah.
do the blood tests.
Well, you wouldn't want to be.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be all muscle because you can't do anything. You can't move. You got to be, have a little bit of
Yeah.
agility going on.
Yeah, but look at
Well-
Fedor.
Yeah.
Fedor was just
Yeah.
muscles in a neck.
He's just like this giant neck, half neck.
half neck.
Did you guys
Neck,
watch
neck.
the documentary for the Giant?
No, I didn't.
Sorry, his name.
Andre the Giant. Yeah, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was a good HBO documentary.
Yeah.
I was really impressed. Supposedly the guy, if like he didn't like you, like if you were a wrestler and you went in the ring with you, he just
He'd
beat
stiff you.
the
Yeah.
shit out of you. And
Yeah.
people go, I don't want to go in there. He's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I'm not going in there. He's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Or like he'd be sitting in like the change room, and they would come in and be like, "Hey, so what are we gonna do for the fight? Get out! No baby oil! Get out!" He's like just yelling
No
at him and
baby
screaming
oil.
at him, like throw the table across the room, like.
And didn't he like to fart too?
Yes.
He
I
could
heard
let out
that.
the craziest deadly farts.
Yeah, I heard
and the guy
that.
could drink like
Yeah.
crazy.
He was legendary for that.
You should
yeah.
watch the documentary.
Yeah.
I
It's
heard that on
HBO.
Jake
It's
the
on,
Snake.
do you have Crave?
I've got a Google box. I mean,
Yeah,
I buy my TV
You
from
buy
reputable
everything legally.
sources.
Everything is above the board.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Thanks, Rogers. Shout out.
Yeah,
No,
Rogers. Thanks
no.
for the internet.
Yeah, so you can get Netflix on those boxes. You can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
Crave. You can get that whatever
But you should-
Netflix Plus and all
Legit,
that, one, right?
watch it and then like, oh, you'll love it.
Yeah.
You'll love it. That's right. That's your jam.
That is
Definitely.
my jam.
Right up your alley.
Digging it.
Dig.
Yeah, I heard and he drank like
cases. Of beer.
Holy cow! In the
Cases
back
of
of that,
wine.
Yeah.
in the back of the van on the way to the next match or something like that.
Yeah.
But supposedly the dude's in a lot of pain though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
supposedly that whole
The condition he had, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. It was,
Giant-
it's like a giantism,
Giant-
dwarfism,
yeah.
something like that, where
Yeah.
like he continued just to grow and grow and grow and grow, and
Yeah.
like his biggest thing was he said like I wish I could just be normal because I can't walk down the street, I can't go into an airport
No.
because everybody just sees me.
yeah.
And taking
And then-
a shit too, right?
What?
Taking a shit. That's the other thing I heard, that he had a hard time.
Everybody takes a shit.
Because you can't go to a truck stop to go into the porta john because he's not
Yeah,
gonna
you
be able to
wouldn't
fit in the stall.
That's true. You got shit in the sink.
His
The
biggest-
fucking stall would have fucking stretch marks
His
on
biggest thing was the airport, like going
Yeah.
on planes and stuff.
Rental
like
cars,
if
too.
you had to go to like Japan or
Yeah.
like fly in Japan, it's
Yeah.
like a 12-hour
it.
flight.
They'd have to
man.
like stow him underneath.
No, man. What a life, though. Yeah, you
Yeah.
should check out the documentary. It's really well done.
Is that on the Flicks of the Net, or is that?
No. That's on. I have Crave, so I watched it on Crave. It's on. It's like an HBO one. so.
Okay. Oh, that sounds pretty. I was the other one, that Ron, that bodybuilder one.
No, don't know anything about it.
Ron something. It was about his life when he was all roids out when he was doing those Olympian, those
Mr. Universe.
Mr. Universe.
No, I'm not familiar.
Roids
with...
at Mr. Olympia? Come on.
No way.
Outrageous.
Those guys are jacked just naturally, man.
That's right.
all that tanning.
Tanning,
That's what
apple
does it.
cider vinegar, kale.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
those kale and like egg salads.
Egg
Ronnie
salad. Egg salad.
Coleman. Ronnie
Heard
Coleman.
the
That was
name,
it.
but
No,
yeah.
I'm not familiar with that.
I watched a bunch. I thought some of them were kind of interesting. And there's that other guy that just passed away. I can't remember his name too, but I think
he a
it was
bodybuilder?
yeah. He was
I
another
don't
guy
know.
that did that bodybuilding stuff, and he I think he passed away. I think he had a heart condition, but I'm assuming
No
it had
way.
something to do with. But he was roided to out the
Oh, the gills.
Yeah.
gills.
Those guys are monsters. You ever seen those like Mr. Universe like
Mhm.
pageants? My brother-in-law was like, he's like into bodybuilding, and he's like, there's no way you get that big without taking something. I'm like, really? He's like, oh yeah, these
Yeah.
guys are like up to the gills, and like so they had like all these like videotapes of like, cause he wanted to get into it, but he's like, oh yeah, I got a juice for this. Yeah, I don't really want to get into that, but like. These guys, like, there's a whole thing where you like have to have stances and stuff. That's all very technical. I'm like, so you
It's like karate?
there's like like a kata. Yeah, they have like
Wow.
these little like dances and stuff and positions and things.
Mhm.
So I'm like, so you work out and you eat all these crazy diets so you can get an award for looking cool at the end of the day. What, like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. Like, everybody does like weird hobbies and stuff. Like, that's your jam. But you just want to work out and be crazy.
But like that's your life. Like you don't have a job. You have to do that
you get sponsored.
24/7. Yeah.
That's so like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm not looking like I'm a big buff dude, but like, I guess if you want to focus on it and that's your whole life, like, why?
Yeah.
Rich Piana.
That's a really big dude. Oh, yeah. He's not small at all. Look, show Mike.
He could take everything and your virginity, I think.
Gross. No, that's already taken.
Sweet
So.
mother of God.
Right?
Man,
Yeah,
I don't-
yeah.
I
Like
just-
he's taking your lunch money and the lunch lady.
I guess it's like an athlete, right?
Yeah.
Would you think?
I suppose a lot of athletes would be, yeah. Kind of,
But
once
it's
you
like-
commit yourself to a sport,
If
you get
you're-
all in. But
Is that a
that's,
sport though?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if
know,
you're not
probably.
if you're not competing, like if he's looked at as more of a model than like a legit bodybuilder, it doesn't really matter if he's doing
Yeah,
steroids,
but
does
models are like promoting clothes and stuff. Like, what is he like?
it?
What's
Yeah,
the
but he
point?
he was promoting like muscle milk and like that kind of
Those are
bodybuilding
his
stuff, right?
sponsors.
Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm saying.
But-
He's a sponsor for them, so they can show, hey, you want to look like in this case, I don't know if he was, but I can look it up. But Rich, if you want to look like him, take some of this shit.
Yeah, but like,
Plus, and it has a small writing.
there's definitely
Talk
been
to
a
him
trend.
about the other stuff.
There's definitely been a trend in the last 5 years. People like lifting heavy weights. Like, do you lift, bro? Like all these like Instagram things. Like I know a lot of people that I know in the Instagram community. They're like lifting heavy weights. They want to get thick. So they're promoting healthy like living and eating properly and stuff. What are these guys promoting? They're juicing up with like steroids, and they're like getting greasy and gross. Like
that's what you have the real problem with, all the tanning oil.
Yeah,
being
like-
spilt and wasted.
it's like what are you promoting?
Yeah.
What kind of lifestyle are you promoting? Is that a healthy way to live? I don't think so.
I don't think
I don't
they're
see the
doing-
point. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
don't see
think
the point.
now though, now like modern age where you can get into like the science of your body and the way that they can get into it, like where, you know, even if it's not steroids, if it's just like hormones and that, like you could do that being healthy.
Yeah, and they do that for like UFC fighters. They like go to the science and stuff.
Look at John Jones. John Jones does it.
Does what?
Pico. Mr. Pico.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Pico.
Do you know John
Pico
Jones?
de Gallo? I've heard. Yeah, I know him. Yeah. I know a few of the big guys. Yeah.
The king of
like,
microdosing.
Those guys are athletes. They're fighters. You watch them they train and then they accomplish something based off that training. These guys train.
They accomplish something. They get a trophy.
They get to stand in lights and like pose to music.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe someone can explain it to me.
I think you can get sponsored. I think that's the
but
king.
Big deal. I'm saying big deal. Why are you doing?
Because you can make money off of that.
You can make money off of it.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Look at people that promote things on Instagram. Like when I was talking about those Insta hookers, when they're good enough, they can start holding like cans of shit between their tits or something, or you could be like, you know, look at the bikini I'm not wearing.
But that's the means to the ends. They're just
but they can get paid.
But so guys can look at them.
Yeah.
Okay. But
because if you want to look like this guy, go buy the product that he's holding, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or go drink the shake.
Mike, you watching any sports right now? Are you into hockey?
Nah, you know what I used to be. I loved hockey growing up.
Really?
The last few strikes, back in the 2000s, that did it for me. I was out.
Yeah, that strike was a pain. Yeah,
it seems like every year they're going on strike, and I was like, you know what?
Did you watch the Leafs?
Oh yeah, I loved the Leafs back in the day. I was a huge Leafs fan. Yeah, but now, man,
killing it.
I kind of catch the odd bit of it, but I don't follow it nearly what I used to now.
So what did you just watch? Baseball?
Baseball and basketball, yeah.
Yeah.
Big into that.
Basketball, that's an exciting sport to watch.
It is. I know you're being sarcastic, but man, it's good.
Supposedly
the Raptors are awesome.
Supposedly it's a lot of fun.
They're going on the one side, and the Pistons are going on the other side.
So hockey's the same thing.
There's hitting.
Oh, for fuck's
They could fight.
Are they allowed to fight?
I don't know. They don't fight much anymore.
No.
Supposedly it's a lot of fun to go see a Raptors game though. It's like even if you don't know anything about basketball, it's fun to go watch. No.
Wow.
No, wow.
Right in my ear. Thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thanks for everyone. I'm pretty enjoyed that. But supposedly it's a lot of fun to go watch the games.
It is.
So like I'm gonna go do it sometime. Just say I did it. I've actually never seen a Maple Leafs game.
No.
Never.
Seriously? See, I'd rather see a Raptors game than a Leafs
awesome.
game.
No.
And it's not just my hockey bias. It's just even watching the games on TV. It's so just sterile in there. Like there's no. I don't know. It's not like basketball.
Games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly the basketball games are way more exciting.
There's a lot of because it's like a constant back and forth.
Yeah.
Like the game's so close, the whole game. So.
Yeah.
I guess you're not sitting too far away either in a basketball game, though, right?
It's same seats as the Leafs, but.
Is it really?
Yeah. Same.
So you could get really shitty seats where you're sitting right up on the roof.
Yeah.
See, I don't know, because I was gonna say maybe in a basketball game you're sitting closer, but I know that even when you're in like the Rangers, I just took Chloe to go see the Ranger game.
Nice.
And she was good for the first 2 periods. She loved it. She was sitting there. She was jumping up and down. And then she wasn't paying attention. She was she was singing some song. And then all of a sudden they scored and everybody jumped up. She's like, I'm like, did they scare her? She goes, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. But by the third period they were getting their butt kicked. I think it was like 8,000-0 or something like that. So 8,000-2. Sorry.
Wow.
So they. We left. Yeah, we left in the middle of the third because she was singing songs and asking the people next to her to sing songs with her. And I was like, Chloe, it's a really cool song, but they want to watch the hockey game. But you go for the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's the same. I've never been to a basketball game before, but
there's basketball in town too. Like there's the KW Titans. I took my daughter to a few of those games and it was awesome. Like she loved it.
And that was the other thing too. Like for me though now. I would much rather go to a Kitchener Ranger game just for number 1, the price.
Oh yeah.
Number 2,
God, yeah.
drive to fucking Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
I just spent 5 hours trying to get through Toronto today, and I'll
God.
fucking take a beating with a stick before I do that again.
I cannot stand Toronto for anything.
But you're right. Like, and it's a little bit sloppier of a game.
Yeah.
But it's still
a
little bit, because you'll see it go behind the net. And usually that's just a simple pass to the defenseman on the other side. But sometimes that pass isn't hard enough and it stops behind the net and it's an easy giveaway because the other team's got faster and bigger guys. And that was what it was with Guelph. Guelph had really, really big guys on their team and they were just kind of throwing their bodies around. And Kitchener was almost afraid to touch the puck every now and then. And their goalie was just left out to dry. Like he was, he'd make the first save. He'd go to his glove side, and then it'd be an easy pass to his short side and in the back of the net.
This is all. I don't understand. You lost me. Short side, left side.
So glove side is
Okay,
usually
I'm
your
just saying.
left. So he slid over to his left side of the post. He went to go make that save. It was passed to the other side because he's not as fast laterally because he's, it's
But it's
probably not as
entertaining
strong.
though, right?
But that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say, though. It's still an entertaining game, and I'd much rather pay to go to that than drive all the way to Toronto to pay for, number one, fucking parking. The price of the ticket alone. Like, for the
Yeah.
tickets that I got to go, my buddy got them for free.
How much are tickets?
They were
For
like,
the Rangers?
No,
Or
no,
for-
Rangers
for
are
Leafs.
nothing.
No,
What's
for
like
the Leafs are 150. I'd say probably jump off, but
Just
I don't
to
know.
start?
I would think. I
Hunt,
don't
they go,
even know.
yeah. The tickets that we
They're
got, though,
crazy.
$500 that he
Sweet
got.
mother God.
Now, he got them as from work.
Let me see
and
these people these stories.
Oh,
I got them from work.
Yeah.
Oh, this
man.
person like gave
Where
me
do
free
these
tickets.
people work, dude?
I want
we were
tickets.
in the
I want to
VIP
just go see
section.
them once. That's all. Just once, just to say I did it.
VIP section. I was 2 rows away from center ice. I got to see Ottawa versus Toronto, and let me tell you how big Footnoff is in real life. Oh, I call him a pylon on TV, and I think it'll stay on TV because he's pretty huge. But yeah, that was it was really fun to go see them live. You know what I'd like to go see live is lacrosse.
Yeah.
I've heard that is
Toronto Rock?
intense. Yeah, the Rock.
They were winning all those titles, and now you don't hear much
No, I
about
don't
Rock
hear
at all.
anything.
As is, they just sort of disappeared. But I know they're
Yeah.
still there. But you just
Supposedly there's some good fights in lacrosse.
Yeah?
Yeah, they scrap a lot. That's like a big thing.
they got full cages though, don't they?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
do they
yeah.
take those off when they fight?
Yeah.
I don't really. Okay.
Yeah.
and then like whack each other with their sticks and stuff.
But yeah, but when it's not a fight, it's usually a stick hitting your head.
Oh yeah, I've
That's
seen some
basically
pretty
hockey,
nasty
right?
cross checks.
Lacrosse, like I played lacrosse in high school.
Yeah.
And like the version I got was like it's basically like running hockey.
Yeah.
I guess.
More or less.
Yeah. We didn't play like with that many rules. I just don't know the rules that
I
much.
wondered if it had the
Yeah.
same rules as basketball. Like if you had to be like in that zone for where you're gonna score. Like if you can only be in that zone for a little bit. Like you have
It's
possession.
a really fun game.
It's
though.
quick.
Like
Yeah.
to play.
It's really quick, and they play music through the whole thing.
No
At
way.
lacrosse?
Yeah.
Oh, they do it basketball. I thought you. Oh wow.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. I watched a game on TV because the only thing that else was on TV was poker, and I'm not watching cards on TV.
Oh man, poker. I'd watch. I don't know. It's tough. I like poker. I do watch poker.
Yeah?
Poker.
You watch
Yeah.
poker on
I
TV?
love poker. Yeah.
If you really
play
want to
it?
watch,
You
if
play
you
it?
really want to watch
Yeah.
my cards, my nana plays cards quite a bit. You know,
Pinochle or bridge?
everything.
Oh,
Uno, some good old Uno.
Give me that
Oh
Uno.
man.
Snap pickup form, yacht.
Watch out
Oh,
for
yeah.
that. Change the color
Crazy
cards.
eights, crazy eights.
Watch out.
The craziest. We're gonna play for meds. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
Yeah. I
ooh.
don't know what kind of men's nails on, but
Oh man. No, I love poker, man. I'd watch that anytime. I
Yeah, I
played,
could play
in
it,
the World
but-
Series in 2011 in one of the events.
what?
Yeah, $1,000 no limit.
You
Oh,
played in
shit.
it.
Were,
No
you,
way.
were you televised?
That one didn't get televised.
Where
no.
was it?
In Rio, in Vegas.
No way.
Yeah.
How'd you get pulled that off?
I went down
Did you
and
go
gave
with
the
Sean?
money. Yeah.
Is that when you
Yeah,
and Sean
remember I went
went?
with Sean. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was an 8-day poker junket. It was, oh my god, it was too much.
Really?
Like, it's like, Vegas is kind of town, like, 2 or 3 days, you're good. By about day 6, like, holy shit, I'm still here. I just want to go home. Like, honestly. you're
8
just,
days?
Oh, yeah.
I heard like that's what Jesse was saying. Jesse's been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Like it's been like 4 or 5 days. Like I gotta get out. I'm done.
Well,
Done
the
with-
tourney was supposed to be like it was supposed to go 5 days, but most
How
of them
far
never
did you
ever
make
go.
it in?
It was 400 and somethingth out of 3,100, I think it was.
That's pretty good, man.
So I just missed the money, but yeah.
How far did Sean get?
He didn't go. He was gonna go, but he ended up bailing on that one. He ended up playing a bunch of other cash tables and stuff and cleaning up.
so he didn't. Oh yeah.
And my brother was way too hungover to go, so
Were there any?
I went represented.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Were there any celebrities there?
Not at my table, but there was a bunch of them in the tourney. Yeah.
Like walking around? Like did you see
Oh,
anybody?
walking around
Did you see
there?
anybody cool?
Not anyone that I really recognize is super cool, but some
No.
people are like, oh, it's that guy. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of professionals, like a lot of professional poker
Do you
players.
still
or whatever.
keep in touch with those guys?
I haven't with Sean in a while. I changed phones and lost his BBM, but
Yeah.
so I haven't talked to him in a while. I still talk to Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny Moore every now and again.
Yeah.
I DJ'd his wedding.
Did you?
Yeah.
No,
Really?
you didn't. No, you didn't.
Ken Moore. Oh, Ken Moore.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ken
no,
Rumig.
Moore. Ken
You
Rumig.
did.
Oh, Ken
Rumig.
Rumig. Oh, nice.
No, Ken Moore has been married for like.
Many. I was like, wow, that's
Yeah,
man.
no.
You started DJing at 4? That's cool, man. You're one of those Fisher Price record players.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
listen to the party song.
And you know how like every disc, the yellow disc,
Yeah.
and then the orange discs were
Yeah.
different songs.
Yeah. The first dance will be Farmer in the Dell.
Yeah. Remix.
And this song goes out for all the
Another one.
lovers.
And another one.
This one. Da, 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 da. So, but you don't keep up with any of the other.
Not a ton of them, but
You guys-
I go in there the odd time to get.
Yeah, me too. I
barbecue
get some
stuff,
parts and
but
stuff, and
So I still see the odd guy, but yeah, I
it's
don't talk to a
different
ton of
place.
them anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard that Mr. DC got married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to like some random or like this is like,
No.
or was he like hiding it or something? I think you told me about that. He was like, it was like back and forth. Yeah, this is my girlfriend, and then didn't tell anybody.
We
They got
didn't,
remarried.
no one really knew what was going on. Yes, and then it was all sort of cloak and dagger. But he's happy. I'm happy for him.
Is he
Good on him.
happy?
I guess.
Good for him.
I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, I guess
I
he's
was
good.
there. I was there at the end of his first marriage, and how that fell apart, and why it fell apart. Like, what a guy.
That was a whole
Just
thing.
for everybody listening, we're telling inside stories about a gentleman that we all used to work with.
Yes.
He was kind of a and a
Yeah, he was a bit of a weirdo, and
He's a nice guy.
no,
No.
nice
What?
guy. He just
Nice guy,
Let's
he
not,
was
let's not bury him in his dirt, but he just got cut up with a really a Russian broad, and it basically
a
like
Russian crowd.
ruined his marriage. So,
Yeah.
If we learned anything from that, kids.
stay away from Russian.
Stay away
women.
from
Wow, that's
Don't
heavy.
be
Holy shit.
rushing into anything.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Wow. You don't want
Yeah.
to talk badly of the Russians. They
I
No,
didn't
no,
say
no, no,
they
no,
have
no, no.
powers.
I'm just saying he could have made better decisions. I'm still buddies with Dimitri though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, him and I talk every once in a while, maybe like
Nice.
once a month. I just shoot him a quick
Wow.
message.
That's cool.
Say
What's
what's
he
up. I don't know. He's living in Toronto. He's got married. I think he. I don't know what he's doing career wise. I think I asked him to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, man. I, think
I
I'll
bet
come on
he's got
sometime."
some stories. Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty good.
what a great guy that guy is,
Yeah.
though, Dimitri.
Yeah.
Sweet guy. I remember the one time him and I went out,
sweet.
went out to a bar.
It's heavenly.
He had just broken up.
Fuck you, Mike.
He had just broken up with this girl, and I've never seen anybody drink so much vodka in
Don't
my
make me
life.
point.
Oh, whoa.
Don't point. To
Don't bring
JC.
JC into
Don't put
this.
JC in this. Seriously, those Russians can down vodka.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's not just a.
Jeremy, my friend, drink the vodka. So I'm like, I was like keeping up. I'm like, man, I gotta
Oh,
I gotta
no.
drive home. But like,
Oh Jesus.
I just stayed for like 4 hours
Yeah.
eating like garlic bread with cheese at the Whale and Ale.
Nice.
Like we were just like, I'm like, I gotta soak some of this stuff up. I gotta drive. And he
Oh
was
my
just,
God.
He was just sad and like she left me. I don't want to know what I'm going to do. I'm like, dude, you're a handsome guy. You know, you're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. Like, don't be so depressed. He's like, I'm gonna have more drinks. I'm like, okay, all right, just tap. I don't know how you get home, but that was hilarious.
That's a cool accent. Eh?
The Russian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yours.
No,
but
no,
I
his
mean
is
an actual-
good. Cock the la.
Oh yeah, talk the lab, Druk. Had
I
a
still
show.
drop that everywhere. It's
Had a
awesome.
show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
love it.
Yeah, he's such a. It was like at that time when we were working at the store that we were working at. Like we had some crew of guys. We just would show up, have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was what's up.
Mm-hmm.
It's I find that rare now. Like I don't like even the people I work with. Like we have a cool group of people, and that's what makes the job that much better. It's like we can all just get along. We all are really honest with each other. We just say what's up. There's no beef. There's like,
Yeah.
it's good for that kind of a. What kind of a work?
Sorry
I
we're
had-
keeping you awake.
Sorry, man.
The energy in this
Fucking
room.
yawns.
Electricity.
Yawns make yawnings.
Oh my God.
We were just talking about this at one of the team meetings. Like, if we're all honest and we don't have like anger amongst each other, it makes us more creative. And we were just talking about that at our last team meeting, how important it is to be like honest and being forward and being like, listen, this is what's up. I don't agree with what you're doing. Let's talk about this together. And so you can be more creative in it and like something about self-reflection. You know what I'm talking about? Being self-reflective on your day-to-day stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. For me, I find it super important for everything, just so I can kind of keep conscious of like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I feeling this way? Like, ever just like, I'm pissed, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling. I hate like, why the hell am I so quiet? Why did I have a bad day today?
Like pissed without a reason to be pissed, you mean?
Yeah, like I hate having bad days.
Yeah.
Like, and it's very rare, but I'll come home like maybe like it's like seriously like once a year I'll have like a bad day and I'll be like, I had a bad day today, but maybe that's just me. I have
Yeah.
a simple life. I don't know. What do you think?
Not enough coffee?
Hard to say. Yeah, it could be not enough coffee.
I don't
Too
know.
much coffee?
Just sometimes like I'll
But
have a
like, is there a certain you can't find the trigger for that bad day? You don't know
I
specifically
can't
what set
figure
it
it
off.
out. Just
Okay.
so like,
Being a
but
bitch.
what I'm trying
Whoa.
to say is like, but it's I try to keep my finger on the pulse of myself with like a self-reflect. Like I feel like self-reflection is so important on a day-to-day basis.
Like, do you keep a journal or something, or?
No, I meditate a lot.
He's got a diary.
I meditate,
Does he? Wow.
Yeah.
and I try to like focus on the here and now.
Mm-hmm.
I read this really cool thing. I was gonna read it to you guys. I really wanted. Not that I'm like trying to bring this up like
fuck are you
unorganically, but I always wanted to see what you guys
You
thought
know
about
this
it.
is a comedy podcast.
Yeah. Hang on. So there's this woman named.
Hang on, guys. I just want to bring the fucking mood down.
Anyway, no, it's not a
Let
mood
me-
down. Just listen to this. It says millions of people never analyze themselves. Mentally, they are mechanical products of the factor of their environment. Preoccupied with the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, working and sleeping, and going here, there to be entertained, and going back and forth. They don't know what or why they are seeking. Can you knock it off, Captain
I'm enjoying my
Bagpants
pickle
over there?
fries.
They don't know why or what they are seeking, nor why they never realize that they find complete happiness and lasting satisfaction. By evading self-analysis, people go on being robots, conditioned by their environment, and they say true self-analysis is the greatest art of progress. I just read that the other day. I'm like, I'm going to bring that up with the guys and see what they think about it.
I dig it.
Yeah.
It makes a good bit of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know you have, like, a day-to-day, you have to work hard, like, you're
Yeah.
taking care of your son and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't, like, grind you out.
It does,
Stress
but
you
I mean, some days are worse than
Because
others.
you're a pretty chill guy.
Yeah.
I always know, like, I'm like, Mike Caskanette, that guy's cooler than a cucumber.
man.
You know, you just keep things on an even plane. Like, you like to laugh and have a good time,
Yeah.
but, like, you know.
You just gotta keep it light.
How do you keep it together? What's your ethos?
A lot of routine, honestly.
Yeah?
Just kind of, you kind of get in a rhythm, and we kind of have our physio in the morning, and he has a nap at 11, and we have a lot of fun. We play a lot, and
Yeah.
it's just watching him progress every day and seeing him change and seeing him do stuff he's never done before every day. It's like, holy shit, like, it's really cool.
Yeah.
So, is it a grind? Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, there's a lot of reward at the end of the rainbow. So it's
Yeah,
not like
your son's just, like, smiling.
yeah,
and,
man, he's the
know.
happiest little dude. He's chill too.
That's awesome.
So it's awesome, man.
That's
we have
so
a great
cool.
time. Yeah, we throw on some Spotify and just play some tunes. And
Yeah? He likes music?
Oh yeah.
You could say with your daughter too, though, right? Like
Yeah.
it was just kind of when you see them kind of move on from like crawling to like standing and then walking and then from walking to running, and like it's just amazing to watch that progression. Like especially right now with Hartley, like she's just starting to figure out her voice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Man, it is the funniest thing in the world. Funniest thing in the world.
Just,
And
like, cooing and stuff?
yeah, well, not even cooing. It's like now it's like a yell, and it's.
Oh God.
And I said to Danielle, I'm like, Danielle's like, she's yelling. I was like, oh, like is she pissed? What's she mad about? But she's like, no. She's just she's figuring out her voice, and it's so funny because I'm only home like on weekends right now, right?
Yeah.
So when I get home, it's like, oh my God, she's getting so big.
Yeah.
And then I get home and she's like, I'm like, Danielle, she's making a new noise. And Danielle's like, yeah, I know, I heard it. I'm like, no, you got to hear this one. Come here, you got to hear this one. And she's really starting to laugh. Like now she's like really,
nice.
really starting to laugh.
Yeah.
And it's just, like you say, it's just like, oh man.
How old
like,
is she now? 6 months?
Hardly, yeah, she's almost 7 months, yeah.
Man, just to think like in a year, she's going to be like basically almost talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like hanging out with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Like my daughter's learning how to read now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just amazing to watch. Like just sounding
What?
out words and. Just,
When did she start, like, letters and stuff like that? Now, I know you do that in school, but, like, when
we've
did you
been
guys
doing that
start?
for ages. Like as long like we read to her every night. We've read to her since she was born. Basically, we do the same with Nolan. And yeah, we do a lot of reading. We did a lot of like magnets and stuff with letters on them. She'd always play with them, and we started to kind of go over the letters with her. So she's been up on it for a while.
Chloe knows her letters.
Mm-hmm.
She's 4,
Mhm.
but now like she's starting to be able to like to write them out.
Yeah.
And she's not all the way through the alphabet, but there's a good portion of them that she can do. She can do her name.
Nice.
And I came home today, and Danielle on the way home, she's like, "You've got to hear this." So she put Chloe on. She's like, "Tell him." She's like, "Dad, I know Mom's phone number." I'm like,
no
"What?"
way.
And she's
Nice.
like, "Yeah, blah 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 blah." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
And Danielle's like, "Yeah, I don't know how this happened," but she's like, she just
you didn't,
spouted
like-
out a random number.
Oh really?
And Danielle's like, "That's my phone number." And I'm like, "You must have
Huh?
told her." She's like, "I told her maybe like once or twice a long time ago." And she's
Yeah.
just like, now as soon as I walked in the door, she's like, "Dad, I know Mom's cell phone number." I'm like,
Be sure to yell it out at the
See
ball.
how many numbers she can memorize. start working with that. See what that can go for her. Maybe
Yeah,
she's like this math savant. What do you call them?
She doesn't get that from me. That's for
Savant,
sure.
bon
She's
savant.
gonna start counting cards at the casino. And
Chloe at 32. This card shark getting kicked out of all the Las Vegas casinos.
yeah, Ernie's got a lapel with a camera in it.
Yeah.
She's sitting there on her Fisher
Security.
Price walkie-talkie. No, man, there's too many aces out. Don't do it. Don't hit.
Security's on the floor. Security's on the floor.
She's in the playpen. They got a little playpen for the kids. She's just like, don't touch your ear.
You got a baby monitor in your pocket. It's not very subtle.
What do I do?
Actually,
Chloe, what do I do? What do I do?
Hit it on that 6.
that's right. You're
They
good,
won't
man.
kick me out. What are you doing? No, I'm just talking to my 4-year-old.
Aw, what a sweetie. And Chloe's like, oh yeah, this is what's up.
Best dad ever. Yeah, man. Hit me.
What do you think? What do you think I should do here, Chloe? Oh, I think you should split. How does she know that?
Oh,
Finally,
good
this
God.
kid's paying off. 4 hard years I put in. 4 hard years.
Oh man.
Oh good God.
It's awesome.
So long as she
Yeah.
be out of diapers, that'll be good.
It's,
Nighttime. Nighttime's it. She
Yeah.
was out of diapers pretty good. We potty trained her pretty. We did the. I was reading online, and because I wanted to hear what everybody else was doing. The one I thought was really funny was put them naked in the house, and then put the porta potty like right near where they're playing.
oh, okay.
So then, like, as soon as they have an accident on the carpet, they obviously they'll feel bad, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I
dog.
learned you're not supposed to rub their nose in it. That's what I learned.
not a dog.
But it was. But here's the funny
I
thing.
put her in her crate for like
Here's-
half an hour and she
See?
straightened right up. It was great.
She was scratching at him.
Oh,
like,
oh,
glad your
what
water
in there?
bowl must be empty. But
I
I.
hope my sister-in-law's listening to this. She
Yeah,
works-
she
Jesus.
does.
she
She
works for
does.
CCAC.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, she'll be fine. So she stopped the ticks.
knock,
after
knock,
that.
knock.
That's right.
But I didn't know. Like I've never dealt with babies or anything like that.
Yeah.
Danielle did, so she thought it was really funny the way she came home, and I was laid off at the time, so I'm doing this. She's like, why is there Smarties right next to the potty? I'm like, watch. So Chloe would go over and sit on the potty, and when she sat on the potty, I'd be like, good job, Chloe. Chloe would open her mouth, and I'd put the Smartie.
Oh my
in.
God.
Danielle's like, she's not a fucking dog. I'm like, yeah, but it works.
Yeah, I don't
She
know,
rolls
man.
over too. She does all sorts of great stuff.
She says her name.
Yep.
I say, what's 2 + 2? And she goes with her foot.
her
She stomps in front of the floor 4 times.
No, the funniest was we have these little things now where Chloe and I will talk about animals,
Mm-hmm.
and our thing is, can you ride it? So it's like, so we're like a giraffe. Yeah, we can
I
ride a
think so.
giraffe. And Danielle's like, you can't ride a giraffe. So then I'm like, Chloe, let's look it up. So we Googled it, and there was literally a man riding a giraffe on Google.
Nice.
And then we looked it up, and it says you shouldn't, but you can. And Chloe goes to her mom. She's like, see, Mom, we told you could. But the reason I
Wow.
brought that up is because there's a thing called mutton busting. And mutton busting is what
Oh,
it's
yeah.
called when you ride a sheep.
And
So-
little kids on
Gross.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can like ride, like it's for kids. You grab on and
Yeah.
the fucking thing bolts
Yeah, I
it.
bet it's for kids.
No, that's in Ireland.
That's a
that's
whole
called
different thing.
dating.
Yeah.
But
Sheep something.
but anyway, so we're in the car, and Danielle's like, I hope you're proud. I was like, why? She's like, I was in the car the other day, and I asked your daughter what 2 + 2 was. And when she said, and she goes, wait to hear this. She goes, what's 2 + 2? Chloe goes, I think it's 5. And then I was like, what's it called when you ride a sheep? She's like, mud busting. She's like, I hope you're proud.
She knows that, but doesn't know that.
Nice.
Thanks,
Hey,
Jer.
man.
Thanks for
That's hilarious.
Connecting the dots for
I
you.
did.
yeah.
Well, whatever.
I appreciate you showing us how you mentally came across that.
Oh my God.
It's a good thing that you expressed your mental path.
Good for you.
I thought it
Wow.
was funny.
Good for you.
Wow.
Getting a little feisty.
Do you guys want to step outside, like, and take care of this?
No,
Like-
no.
No.
This is our banter.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or he's just being a bitch.
Wow.
Why are you yawning again?
I'm not yawning. I'm fine.
He's totally ready to go. He's got sparkling water on the go. He's,
Yeah, I got
he's
the
jacked.
The Buble sparkling water beverage.
What, you giving Buble free plugs? What is this?
No, no, no,
Bubbly.
it's-
You're working for free, Jared.
Is it
It's
Buble?
bullshit.
Is it
Don't
Buble?
Yeah,
do it.
don't
I
be
don't
dropping
know.
names.
Bubbly.
Yeah, man.
They ain't
Suppo-
paying
supposedly-
shit.
They ain't paying
Oh, yeah. I'm not
shit.
drinking anything.
He's drinking a can of nothing.
No carbonated beverage.
No name, delicious sparkling water.
You know that we have like listeners in the States?
What?
Yeah. I checked the analytics.
shit.
I checked the analytics about a month ago. We have it like, so it's not just Canada, but there's some of the states too. So if you're listening to this in states, hey, thanks.
Hey, if you're listening anywhere, fucking thank you.
Yeah, I really, we appreciate people who listen.
Yeah,
Sometimes
man.
people are like, hey man, listen to your podcast. I'm like, what? No way. I don't even realize like, oh, but people listen to podcasts and it might happen, but it's still like,
We enjoy it, and I think that's the thing. Like, and then it's nice to hear like people go, "Oh yeah, like how's Dan doing?" And it was funny. I was I was at my mom's place dropping the girls off. They were going for a visit, and I was just like, "Oh, we're going out with Dan. We went to Lancaster." And
I'll give them a plug.
yeah,
There you go.
We went to the Wangmaster, and
Wangmaster.
and I was
We
like,
got Wibs.
I was like, we're going with
Wibs
Dan.
and-
We're going with Dan because he's leaving soon. And my mom goes, "Oh yeah, that's right. He leaves real soon here. He's going on that trip.
How do you know
how
that?
long is he going?" And mom's like, "Because I heard the podcast." I'm like, what?
It's
Wow.
weird. Yeah, our mom listens to it too.
Ooh.
It's awesome.
So
though.
does that put like a cap on what you can say? Or
Nah.
No,
Okay.
my mom's
Nah.
chill.
All right, cool.
Doesn't care.
Nah.
Nice.
Like I said something funny. I said something on the podcast, and then she listened to the podcast. I was like, "Just so you know, you were wrong about this, this, and this." I'm like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, and then I messaged her back. I'm like, I was talking about wolves or something, and she's like, "Actually, the wolves don't do that." I'm like,
Actually,
I'm like, "No, they do." I'm like, "You don't know."
you're getting fact checked by your
It-
mom, man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
heavy. That's
She's
heavy.
just like checking the podcast and stuff. Or I said something funny, and she was like, "I did never say that to you." Blah blah blah. She was like,
Oh, I thought that was you were talking about the first podcast we did where we were talking about the bobcat and that.
or something like that. And she's
Did
just
you
like,
hear? Sorry to jump in. Did you hear about that bobcat, the one that got killed?
What Bob?
That guy, that mountain lion. Sorry.
The guy strangled it.
Yeah. Did you hear
Was
how
it? Yeah,
big
yeah,
it was?
yeah.
It was only fucking like 30 pounds though, apparently.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So
Still-
he like murdered a house cat.
No. 30 pounds.
you look
30
into it?
pounds, dude.
I still would mess
I
with
heard
it.
about it on Rogan, and then they were looking it up, and then they said it was like a smaller one, and then I looked it up, and it was like 30 pounds.
Still, 30 pound cat.
Right. It's still got teeth and a bad attitude.
Like, have you
That's
ever
smaller
okay,
than Alexis.
Let me explain it to this way.
Yeah.
Have you ever had? Remember when we had like our grumpy cat as kids?
Yeah.
Her name was Mikado. She was a Siamese cat.
Mhm.
She was grumpy. She was maybe 10 pounds. If she got pissed, like it's like,
Yeah.
it's a big deal. She's scratching and biting and stuff. Now that's only 5-10 pounds. Add another 10 pounds onto that.
Yeah, but that's a
then
house cat.
And then you got a 20-pound cat who's
Yeah.
like that, full muscle, not just fat.
Yeah, oh
full
yeah,
muscle.
they're gonna be ripped.
And
they're
then
gonna be
add
all muscle.
and then add another 10 pounds onto that.
See?
Do you think it's gonna be as nourished as a house cat though?
Dude, they're wild cats attack to eat,
That's right.
not
Meat. They're eating
not-
meat all day.
not just to like scare some away.
No.
They attack you to eat you. They'll eat you instantly.
Yes.
A bear attacks you to eat you. A wolf attacks you to eat you, not just to scare you away.
But those small ones though, they wouldn't attack something
I'm gonna
that
put
was
you in a room
bigger than right.
with a 30-pound mountain lion.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yes.
I'm gonna come out wearing a fucking.
Are you gonna choke it? You gonna put it in
Yeah.
a rear naked choke?
Yeah.
Take it to the ground.
Yeah.
Put it in an arm bar.
I'm gonna go fucking heavenly on it.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know the circumstance, but like, it's pretty crazy though.
It is crazy.
You know?
I wouldn't want to be in a room with a 30-pound.
What's the
mountain
story
lion.
of it?
I'm good.
I don't think it was that in great
What was he
health.
doing? He's just like walking
'Cause-
down the road.
Yeah,
and
he
all of a
was
sudden this mountain
walking.
lion
He
showed
was
up?
walking down. He heard some stuff behind him. He looked behind him. He saw it there. He tried to get bigger than the
Did he get
mountain lion.
scratched the hell up or what?
Yeah, he got scratched up, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too as bad as I first heard. And then he had some cuts and stuff on his face. He said that it grabbed onto his back.
That's how they get you.
He wrestled it. He wrestled it off.
Seriously.
That's how they
and
get
had
you.
it.
They sneak attack you.
Do they?
He wrestled it off with his hand, and then it bit into his hand.
Ah, God.
And then he went to throw it away, and as he was whipping it off of him, trying to get it off of him, they rolled into the ditch. When they got into the ditch, he got it from behind, and I think he had its its back feet.
What move did he put it in?
I think he had it in a rear naked choke, if I'm not mistaken, because he was
Holy
trying to keep
moly.
the back legs with his legs, so that way it wouldn't scratch him that way, and then up over, because it still, I think at that point still had his arm, and then he got on top of it, and then I think he got his arm free somehow, and then he stepped on its neck,
Jesus.
and then
Holy
it was
moly.
and he choked it, and he let off for a second.
He choked
and
it
came,
with his foot?
Yeah, but it was stop and go because he thought it was out, and then it would come back and start to freak out again.
Jesus.
So it took a couple times, and then he killed it
How'd he kill it?
with his foot. He stepped on it.
He stepped on it with his...
Yeah, he stepped on its neck.
Seems a little crazy.
What does that's
He had position on it though. He was on its back. He had back mount.
Real life
ground and
use-
pound with a mountain
Didn't we say
lion.
that with a bear though?
real life usage of Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Like
Yep.
just like choking out a mountain lion.
BJJ and that
You
lion
can't say
up
that
real
same
nice.
kind of thing for a bear though. You ain't choking out a bear.
I wouldn't think so.
You got to get on its back.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But-
So, did you hear about that one guy that killed a bear with a stick because it was attacking his dogs?
No.
So this
How are
bear.
you killing a bear with a stick?
Listen to this. For real.
Okay.
This guy's walking his dogs. That's like Nova Scotia or something. And this bear comes out and starts attacking his dogs. He gets so mad because the bear is like attacking his dogs and hurting his dogs. He finds the stick and crushes its skull.
Get the fuck out.
A bear.
He goes.
Stop.
He goes.
That's got to be a fucking log. That's
goes-
Was it a
stick.
30-pound bear?
No. It's
Oh
like
my
it's like
God.
a black bear. So he
Come
goes.
on.
He goes ham on this thing
No
with
shit,
this
he
log and breaks its skull and kills
What
it.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Have you seen a
Wow.
skull of a bear?
Dude,
That's a cinder block, man.
he was going like Axeman on this bear.
He must have been.
Oh,
Yeah.
That must have been a piece of
And then
like
I heard,
oak.
and
Yeah.
then the interview, he's like, nobody messes with my dogs. Those are my kids. That's what the guy said. I'm like, okay,
Wow.
okay, man.
You hear about those mothers flipping cars off their kids
Yeah.
and shit?
Yeah,
This is
dude,
what it was.
It's kind
The
of
guy,
like that.
the guy lost his shit and
Oh
killed the
my
bear.
God.
He's like, you're messing with my dogs. I'm gonna kill you with this stick.
Good
and
to
like,
know.
He's like, I just kept hitting him in the head. I didn't
Wow.
stop. And then when I stopped, because I noticed that he wasn't getting up anymore.
Did you hear about the
What
one?
a
on-
psychopath!
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Well, who else has this guy killed?
Wow. Yeah, that's about it, too.
Looking at my
Jesus.
dog's money? No, man. No. Good.
That's a
He carries that stick
That's not the
everywhere.
first time he's beat somebody
No,
to death.
it's the first time he's been
No
caught.
way. Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh man, now I gotta come up with a story. I just killed a bear once.
Totally.
That never happened. Never
Never.
happened.
that must have been a hell of a stick.
Yeah. Well, you think?
I would like to meet that stick. That
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like a damn good stick.
Supposedly he just found it on the ground and just went to ham on the bear. So,
Jeez
so anyway,
Louise.
talking about the mountain lions, you know what people do when they're walking through the woods? What they do is they put fake eyes on the back of their hats. So the mountain lion, because the mountain lion's looking
They
to
see eyes
sneak
and they
attack
won't
them.
mess with you.
They
Okay.
actually do that. Remember that TV show that you used to watch, where the people are alone?
Yeah,
That
Alone.
one woman made a toque,
Yep.
and on the back of the toque
Yep,
she
she
put
had
the,
eyes.
she put the eyes on there.
You ever watch that show, Mike?
No.
Alone.
Oh my God,
So
dude.
basically, the premise is
Is this
you're
a Netflix
you're alone.
show or
Nope.
Okay.
No.
No, this one's on the History
I think you
Network.
probably get it on Crackle or your
I think it's on History.
or somewhere
Anyway,
on there.
it's
So
a great TV show.
yeah, so basically the premise is you're alone. So you're
title,
given recording gear, batteries for that, and then you have a list of items that you can choose from that you can bring with you. But the larger item that you bring, the less you can bring. So you want to kind of be sure that you're bringing stuff that you're desperately going to need, but it's not too big that it's going to hinder what else you can bring. So say if you brought like a bow and arrow, you may not be able to bring like a hacksaw with you. So if you brought like a knife that you could whittle something out of like that, like a throwing stick or something like that, then you could start bringing more things like pots and things like that, fire starters. So you're
you
always
can bring
given
like a
flint
tarp
start.
and stuff.
Yeah. You're always given a tarp. That was the one thing you're always given. And then the whole premise of it is you're supposed to survive. And most of them have been in Vancouver Island. That's where they mostly were.
Because it's like a really harsh environment.
Yeah.
Like
And
rain
you're
and
just
stuff.
you're basically there to survive. So you create your own shelter. You're
Find your
hunting
own
for your own
food,
food.
get your own water.
How long
clean
are you out
water.
for?
You're
As
there.
long-
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
So you're there as long as you just have to outlast everybody else.
Oh, so you just kind of
Yeah.
decide
Yeah.
I've had enough and hope it's
Yeah,
long enough to
and
be
hope
okay.
it's
Well, no, they'll
No.
come get you.
Yeah. So the
You're the
very
last
last
person?
episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love the last person that comes.
So how it works is, so like they come check on you once a week.
Mm-hmm.
They just come check on you. They don't give you any food. They don't. I can't reach you a bottle of water.
just wait till you're done talking.
They can't give you any food. They can't help you out. They can only do like medical stuff. So they check you out, make sure your vitals are okay. They're like, okay, you might want to go find some more food. So they
Yeah,
know
and
that
they
know
can-
once
they
a
can-
week.
They can pull you if you're not doing well.
Yeah. So they come once a week. So the last guy, when they show up, they're like, he's like, oh, you're here early to check on me, and they're like, no, you won. What was like the longest one?
That was the second season, I think. No. Was
Alan?
that the couple? Was that the couple?
No, I never saw that 2 ones.
Okay, so then it was, so it was Alan, and he survived. He was a
This is the first
vegetarian.
season.
Oh.
No.
What?
I think it was the guy in that cave, right? He had
Yeah.
the big beard.
Yeah.
Was that season 1?
Pretty sure that was season 1. That was Alan.
Oh, might have been. He was a vegetarian, so he was able to eat like
So-
bull kelp and
Yeah, bull
Yeah.
kelp. The guy was just like,
Mushrooms,
join
I
my
think,
bull
too.
kelp, and he was just like, he was kind of funny. Like
Nice.
you'd watch him, and he was entertaining. He'd be singing songs and stuff, and just hanging out, and because it was so dreary, it was raining, and it was terrible. But he ended up like finding like this like little cove, like cave thing, hung out in there. He made like a hole for peeing in and out of, and he would go and drink, but he was
Nice.
all set up.
Yeah.
So you find, so like you're either, there was this one guy who made his own canoe.
While he was on this show.
yeah.
He made his own canoe, went out into the water,
Yeah.
and fished out of it. He made his own teepee. He made his own little ukulele guitar.
Jesus.
So you find these people that they go through these cycles of making all this stuff and trying to bide their time to the point where like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm bored. I have.
Yep.
So the people that are struggling too much,
Yeah.
they're like remember the one guy's like, I'm gonna make it the whole way. He was there for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He heard some
Yep.
howling from
Yep.
wolves. He's
And
like,
that was
I'm
it?
out. I'm
Tapped
out.
out. Wow.
Instantly.
Yep.
Or like, was it growling of mountain lions? What was it?
I think it was coyotes.
So 3 hours.
Oh,
Oh,
if
it
it's a
might have
mountain
been
lion,
wolves.
you
No,
can
it might
take
have
it.
been wolves,
Don't worry
right?
about it.
It's
It's only
okay.
30
No,
pounds.
take it out.
I think
Just
you're
a
right.
kid.
It was wolves.
Take it to the ground.
Yeah.
Rear naked choke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rear naked choke.
Don't worry
rabbit's
about it
legs.
biting you. You'll be all right.
No,
It's
you'll
not
be
a
good.
stand-up fight. You
No,
want. You
it's
got to
only,
go to the ground.
30 pounds. No matter how big it is. Just think
Go
it's
to the
30
ground
pounds.
automatically. Make him come to you. That's all
He's
about
more
it.
afraid of you than you are of him.
Yeah. Just go to the ground and the mountain lion will follow.
That's right.
And then just start punching him in the nuts.
Nice.
But yeah, there's been quite a few people. I think they're on their like 4th season,
Yeah.
and there's been quite a few people that like it's so bad.
Because
like,
it's so quiet. And it's so, what do they call it?
tranquil,
No, that's not the word I'm
Heavenly?
looking for.
so,
Probably
secluded.
Secluded. And they're just like, I'm all alone. There's nobody here. Like, that's the name of the show, Smart Pants. Like, that's what you sign up for. And like,
And they're doing their confessions on there too, so that you're seeing all the stuff.
yeah, they
they're doing, but
videotape themselves.
and
Yeah.
they talk. So it's just like, hey, like today I missed my daughter's birthday, and today's Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Oh, man.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
it really. And then but the thing is though, when they brought in the one season, they had 2 people. So you weren't surviving by yourself; you were doing it with another person.
I don't know
They
if
were-
that'd be easier or harder.
They were dropping off faster in
Yeah.
that one. That was the one episode.
Why,
I don't
'cause
know if
they were
that's what you're
arguing or
talking about.
something?
Well, not only that, there was a few of them that were able to handle it more than the other. So like what they would do is the
No, can you turn up my microphone? Sorry.
yeah, I can turn you up.
Can you turn me out? I just can't hit. I want to make sure I'm talking too loud or not loud enough.
So basically, they would have the one person be dropped off where they were going to be setting up camp, and then they were going to have the other person was going to be dropped off so far away
Like 3
from where they
miles or
were,
something?
Oh,
and
okay.
it was a couple days. It was a good day and or so hike, and then they would have to figure out their way with a map to get to that person where they are stationed, where they're going to be camping. And they were given it on a map, but that was it, a map and a compass. But it was funny, the one guy got dropped off. He was there, yeah, like you say, I think this might have been the one you're talking about. He was there for like 3 hours, and he's like, I can't do this. And it's like, you just got the fucking plane, you probably still got a Big
Oh
Mac in
my
your stomach.
and his partner is like,
Wondered where
He's
he
still
is.
coming in. It was
Yeah.
it was a father and son couple.
yeah, and he's like, and then all of a sudden the boat starts coming. He's like, why are you guys here? He's like, he's out.
He's worried.
So if one of
Also,
you,
he takes him out.
if one goes out, they both go out.
Yeah, they
And the
both
dad-
go,
I-
yeah.
Wasn't the dad like mad? Like,
Yeah, he
what
was
are
like,
you doing?
well, at first he was like, oh no, what's the matter with my son? And they're just like,
Nothing.
no, the little bitch is fine. He just can't stay out there any longer.
Yeah.
And he's like,
He's been here for 3
yeah, man,
hours.
like
And
I
he was getting set up. Like he was getting all set up and.
So he put all this work in, and then
yeah,
oh my
yeah,
God.
he was hiking through, but it's a really really
Check out the
good
show.
show.
Yeah.
It's a really
See, that
interesting
guy's smart
show.
though, because the guy who hunted this stuff out. Like, if you're going on a show like that, you need to read up on what you can eat, what you can't eat. You know, all this stuff. Like, you see these shows like Survivor, and there's people who can't swim. Why are you on this show when you
What?
can't? Every season there's one.
You
There's
can't
one person
swim?
who can't swim every year, and you're like, why are you here?
Hey,
you
then-
know you're gonna swim. You know it.
That one woman,
crazy.
she was like a diabetic or something like that, and she didn't actually do too bad. But that's the one thing I said. I'm like, when you have like a serious condition like that,
Yeah.
where you have to have a steady diet, and you're going to die if you don't have like
Aren't you,
your
like,
insulin or something
insulin
like that.
dependent?
Yeah, yeah.
How does that work?
People
She was a
go
natural
on Survivor
medicated
and
or
they can't
something. Yeah.
swim. Isn't that
Yeah.
like? Don't you have to do like games? You have to run on the
Yeah.
water or something?
Every year, and you know they're coming. Say, like Amazing Race. Amazing Race, you go to Europe and you have to drive stick. Oh, I don't know how to drive stick. Learn how to fucking drive stick before
my-
you go on these shows. What is wrong with you?
Oh, that's that
Do your
Canada's
homework.
worst driver.
No, on Amazing Race. You'll see people every season. There's
Oh.
always someone who can't drive stick, and there's somewhere along the line you have to drive stick.
There's some basic
That's
skills
crazy.
in life.
Yes.
Learn how to swim.
Yes.
Learn how to drive stick.
Sure.
Like, there's like how many? Let's think of some other ones. Like seriously, like I find people like, oh yeah, I don't know how to drive stick. How was that like? I'm like, it's easy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't. Danielle doesn't know how to drive stick.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't-
she kind of knows how, but she's not really good at
I
it.
can't stand that. I
Yeah.
can't. We have the Scion. We drive with that stick. Unfortunately, the Jeep didn't actually come in stick.
Really?
So like,
Yeah, because it's getting harder to
it's
find. It's getting harder to
yeah,
find for
it's
sure.
really hard because people are like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
That sounds like work.
it's
not in.
It's way better,
I agree.
especially in the wintertime. You can control the
Yep.
car way
Yep.
better.
Mm-hmm.
Who can't swim?
I'm telling
I
you.
just taught 2 kids this past summer to swim. They're swimming.
Are you a trained swim instructor?
Kinda. Come on, I know what I'm doing.
Oh my god.
I guess so.
He's a blue belt.
I have my first. I have my first aid if anything bad happened. So,
Oh, that's
you know,
reassuring.
because a lot of those lifeguards, that's all they have. Swimming training and first aid,
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
Yeah, but it's also a certificate.
Yeah. There's
Listen,
some
man.
liability issues here. I
Yeah.
feel.
No.
It's
no,
called
no,
insurance.
No,
Yes.
I have training. Anyway, they were fine. Nobody died.
See, I was changing the subject to avoid lawsuits.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very
No,
good.
there's no lawsuits. Their parents,
Look at the pretty stars.
Their parents knew
It's
that
heavenly.
Their parents knew that I was taking them swimming and teaching them how to swim.
Okay.
So I'm just saying,
Nice.
it's not hard to swim.
No, like my daughter's only a couple months away from, I think, being able to do it without water wings.
Supposedly, Mom was saying she took off her water
She's
wings.
doing so good.
Yeah.
So good. It's funny. She'll go in the class because I go with Hartley every now and then. My wife and I switch off because we're trying to introduce Hartley to the water, and she just kind of just lays there. She doesn't really care. But I'll look over to see Chloe, and whenever I'm watching, whenever I'm not taking Hartley, Chloe will sit there on the stairs, and the teacher goes, "Okay, so everybody's gonna put their head above the water, and you're gonna use your hands and use your feet and kick above the water." Well, Chloe's like, "This is for pussies." She goes under the water. She's got her head under, she's holding her breath, and then she's swimming under the water, and the teacher's watching her go, and she's still under it. She pops up. How'd I do? The teacher's like, "Please don't do that again," because all the other kids are seeing her do it.
Yeah, they're like gonna fall suit.
And they're-
Like,
Oh,
that's bunch of drowned kids.
Oh, he's drowning the students.
Jesus.
Let's see what she's doing and do what they do.
That's right. Lemmings just follow each other
Does
along.
your daughter know how to swim?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
Now,
Yeah.
is she still water wings though?
Well,
Oh,
she's,
oh,
she's
no.
taking lessons and stuff. And yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
her,
Oh, yeah.
my wife's parents have a pool, so she's in that thing.
Oh
Yeah.
super
yeah,
long,
yeah,
so
yeah.
But that's the sort of stuff you need. Like that's a basic life skill. You're right. That's something that everyone
Right.
needs to know how to
Right.
do, man. Like, geez, Louise.
Drive stick.
Not so much
Learn how
stick
to
anymore
swim.
though, Jared, because most cars
getting
don't
hard to
have it.
find, man.
Even
It is.
transport trucks are moving away from. Actually,
Really,
transport
eh?
trucks are
No
thinking about
way.
not having drivers at all. But that's a whole
That's
different
true.
subject.
It's coming.
Holy.
Well, they can't find
fuck.
enough. They can't find enough guys to do that. Skilled trades. There's not enough guys out there, but you can't have robot electricians. So
The desire to do
robot
it-
drivers. How about that?
The desire to do it though, like it's
Yeah.
a shit job.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
It really is. Because
Yeah.
I hate traffic as it is, and that's the job now.
Yeah.
Because if you're going anywhere after 1 o'clock from Toronto to
Mhm.
Cambridge, you are fucked.
Yeah, you are.
It took me almost 6 hours to get home today.
There's no reason
Yeah.
for that.
In 10 years' time, I don't think people are gonna even need cars or anything.
I hope you're right.
You're not gonna need a car.
Yeah.
You got all these they have these Ubers now that there's no driver.
Yeah. The drivers.
You just program on your phone. This car's gonna come and pick you up and then drop you off at work. There's not gonna be anybody driving it. It's not gonna be a computer thing.
I'd still be a little
They could
nervous,
do
man.
the same thing.
I couldn't do that.
Mhm.
I'm not getting into that
It's
car.
like those Teslas,
Yeah.
right? The
I now
Teslas-
see. I was just gonna say I wouldn't
But
mind
like
one
in
of those
10 years,
Teslas.
Yeah.
in 10 years, I swear, in 10 years, like there'll be no jobs left for transport truck drivers long haul
Yeah.
because they're just gonna outsource it.
Yeah.
Cheaper. You're gonna get a computer that's just gonna drive it by itself. He doesn't have to stop and take a piss.
Nope.
He doesn't have to go smoke his pack of cigarettes or go hang out with the creepy
The
women.
lot lizards.
The lot lizards.
Yeah,
you know what I
buddy.
mean? There's not gonna be any of that. It's just gonna be a program, and then they're just gonna go
What are the
back and
sluts
forth.
gonna do?
What? And what? Are
There's
there
gonna
going to be
a
robot
lot
lot
of people.
lizards?
A lot of people out of jobs.
STDs are gonna go away in the crap room.
It's going to be a lot more computer viruses, though, if you know what I'm saying. Because of the
I
robot
gotta-
sex.
You're gonna have to wipe your
All the
mother.
robot
You have to
sex.
wipe your motherboard once more than once a week.
I'm just saying, 10-year time. It's not even exist. That job's not gonna exist.
They have
Yeah.
they have
You don't-
heavy equipment.
People
that
shouldn't even have to own cars at that point. You
Yeah.
could just program it like you just program every day, schedule, pick me up at this time. The car's gonna pick me up. I'm gonna get dropped off. Come pick me up at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, 30 years ago we thought we'd have flying cars, so let's just tap the brakes on 10 years from now.
Listen, man. The only reason that they stopped production on these like self-driven cars is because that crazy old homeless lady jumped in front of one last
that
summer.
Google
Yeah.
one, wasn't it? Was
Yeah.
it Google?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She jumped in front of it on purpose. It wasn't like the car was
Yeah.
like, "What is this?" Boom.
Was she like specifically targeting the car, or just randomly
I
happened?
think it was one of those crazy people that's trying to do like an insurance claim.
Oh,
Bad idea. There's nobody driving this one. Oh god.
But yeah, no, they have the Teslas. I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, I think when you're in traffic, there's a setting you can put it in, and it'll maneuver the lines and it'll maneuver traffic for you.
Yep.
Nice.
Like for me, that would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Because that means that like on Monday morning, I could leave instead of going out Sunday night. I could, for my stupid 3-hour drive,
Dude.
I could just hit go.
You just
I'm gonna go
program the-
have a little fucking nap in the back seat.
Mhm.
Honk the horn when we get there.
You just program the GPS.
Yeah.
Just go.
just goes,
You
yeah.
can just you can just read a book or like
Yeah.
have a nap. They say I think it's every 2 minutes the car wants you to put your hands back on the wheel. Like there's sensors for where your hands go, but then you can just take them off again. It just drives by itself.
You
Have
can
you-
also listen to the PM&A podcast as you.
Can you guys hear me okay in
Yeah.
your headphones?
I can hear you pretty well.
Okay,
yeah.
I can't hear myself.
Try again.
Right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Ernie has me, I don't know if you have me quieted down on my headphones. I just don't want to be yelling. No problem. That's what, if you can hear me.
I
fine.
can't hear you. You need to move up a little bit.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
There. Now I can hear you.
I'm
You
not.
need to sit a little bit closer.
Okay, that's.
You still can't hear yourself?
Barely. So that's fine. I can hear myself a
No, I
little
can
bit.
hear you really good now.
Okay, that's
Oh.
fine. I just don't want to be yelling and then it comes out yelling.
No, you're not yelling.
Anyway, yeah, if you're just driving your self-driven car, listen to a podcast.
That's
People-
right.
People listen to podcasts because of that, like
Yeah.
the long drives. Like someone asked me this week, I was asking them to come on the podcast, and they were like, "Yeah, man, I love listening to podcasts because I got a long drive and I can take my time and just listen to them like for like longer ones."
Yeah.
But then some guy told me like, he's like, "How long are your podcasts?" I'm like, "Well, we like to keep it an hour and a half." Too long, he says. We do a podcast at 6 minutes. I'm like,
What?
6 minutes?
Who
Why?
the fuck does a 6-minute
I'm like,
podcast?
why would you do 6 minutes?
That's an intro.
What we do
for
Yeah,
is,
most.
really.
we make 6 minutes. So we do 5 or 10 little 6-minute podcasts. I'm like, that's not a podcast, man.
No.
I'm like, podcast is like a conversation back and forth that develops over time, where you can't have a natural conversation. 6 minutes
The
is
fuck
what
are you talking about for 6 minutes?
It sounds like a
I don't
blog.
know.
It doesn't
I don't
even
know.
sound like
I don't
it.
know. It's just-
What type of podcast is this though?
No, I don't know. It's like a, I think more of like an educational one, where the guy just says this subject's about this.
You know what that
Like-
says? Doesn't seem very smart.
Whoa.
No, but I'm just saying that's what someone said. Like, so an hour and a half isn't that bad.
No.
Mind you, 5 hours is too much.
Holy Jesus, that's crazy. Like,
I listened to the whole thing.
yeah.
I sat down in the afternoon. When
It was I stopped it halfway and I zoomed all the way back again because it was a lot of information that he was spouting out, because he would go off about it and Rogan's like, where would that come from? Hang on, Jamie's gonna look this up, and he's like, well, anyway, and then this and this and this, and babies are being reincarnated.
Well, he's saying
Oh
like
my
they're
God.
taking with like they're saying babies are dying, but they're not really dying, and
Yeah.
they're just harvesting the bodies and the organs.
Yeah.
Some
Fucking
crazy
Christ.
friggin' thing about like harvesting bodies and organs.
Yeah.
And like, oh, who knows?
He's spouting it out faster than Jamie can look it up, so
Yeah.
it was a lot of information to listen to. It really was.
Kind of gets redundant after a while. You're like, okay, I'm sick of this.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just put it in the background while I'm playing video games or something. I'll just be like, okay, like this is on right now, but
It's nice for the drive home, though. It is really nice because, especially for my drive home, I was able to listen to that the entire way. I listened to Ron Burgundy For
He's
about
got his
an
own
hour.
podcast.
Seriously,
It was so funny.
nice.
It's funny.
The last
Yeah.
one was him stuck in an elevator. It was really.
Oh, I haven't heard that one yet. I did
Yeah,
the one.
it just came out.
I listened to the one about Christmas.
Yeah, that one was good too.
You should check it out. The Ron
Well, see,
Burgundy.
now that I'm kind of listening to your guys' podcast, I'm kind of more in tune to listening
Yeah,
to more of them. I
the
think I will start
podcasts.
listening. Yes, I will start listening to them.
Mhm.
There's this really cool one that I just started listening to. I'm just gonna bring it up here. It's like Things You Should Know. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah, some of them are okay.
Like How to
some of
Swim
them
and
are
Drive
kinda-
You know, stuff you
Yeah,
should know.
Yeah.
It's called Stuff You Should Know.
Yeah.
And they're like maybe like 45-minute podcasts, and they talk about one subject, and it's like interesting stuff like what's a Loch Ness monster?
Wasn't the one like
What
what's
is-
the best animals, an elephant or
what's
something?
what's type 2 diabetes? How
Yeah.
dyslexia works? Like just like
And
these
they're not
random-
long. They're
No.
not long either.
No, and they're like interesting. You're like, oh man, I didn't know that. Like just like cool. And I also listened to Under the Skin by Russell Brand. You know Russell Brand?
Yeah.
He has like, I think he just had Wim Hof on his last podcast or something. But like, I listen to like smart ones that are I'm trying to teach stuff, and then ones that are just like hilarious.
Yeah.
I like the funny ones. That's usually what I
Oh,
listen
check
to.
it
is
out. So
Comedian
the
ones.
photo's now up on iTunes. The new photo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, so if you are looking on iTunes or Spotify or any Android device where you get your podcast,
she looks real fucking pretty.
so we have a new logo that a really cool guy, Bryce Sims from Crawling Panther Tattoo in Cambridge, he drew it up for us, and that's the new logo that was drawn up for us just for the podcast.
Thanks, Bri.
It's awesome.
You did
He also
a bang up job.
He also drew it up for another podcast called Maximum Meathead. It's like a podcast about like weightlifting and stuff, and there's a guy on there that is I think he's a pro MMA fighter or an ex-pro MMA fighter,
Oh, shit.
and this other guy is like a weightlifter. His name is Muscle Bill, and these guys have a new podcast.
Oh, is that
out.
him?
Yeah,
They did that charity
It's
thing,
called
right?
Maximum Meathead. It's pretty good. It's okay podcast so far. They
Wow.
only have an episode in, but to sound like cool guys, they're just hanging out. So that's
You've
a
just
shout
been
out to them.
talking shit about weightlifters too, man. You don't want them to hear that, man.
No.
I wasn't
Whatever.
saying shit.
But yeah,
Yeah. Look at you.
But
Trying to
backpedal.
get me
Look
killed.
at you
Like,
backpedal.
But if you're looking for our podcast,
Jesus
we
Christ.
have a new logo that, like, as this podcast is gonna put out, like, it's just right there now. This looks good too.
yeah, the logo turned out pretty good.
Yep, he did a good job.
So do you get like work done by this guy, or
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bride does all my work.
so he's your guy? Like
He's
you
my
don't have
guy.
like different places you go. You always go to the same
I
place
have
for your tats, or
I have
That's
two,
where Jeremy goes.
I have
I've got a
two
couple
guys.
there.
I have
Yeah.
two guys I like. So Chris Anton, out of Alora or Grand. I can't remember the name of the tattoo parlor, but anyway, his Instagram's Chris Anton. I can't remember the name of his tattoo shop. They just moved to they had their own shop in Guelph called Royal City Tattoo, and then they just moved. I think it's like Grand River Tattoo or something, or Alora. I don't know, but anyway, it's in Alora. And I have like 3 pieces done by him. I think I have a piece of my leg. He did my hand, and then Bry's done basically everything else.
wow.
Yeah, my latest one I went to Skull Day, and I got this one done.
Oh, nice.
By Nathan
Draper.
Yeah, Nathan Draper.
Draper. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually the first tattoo I got by him. So yeah, and then I also have a tattoo done by Anton's wife, Ricky K, which is supposedly like a really hard thing to do these days.
What do you mean?
She very rarely tattoos, and if you're gonna get a tattoo by her, you're waiting for like 3 years. And I
Seriously?
got in before the hype train started. She's a very, very talented artist,
Yeah.
and you can't get in. She has like walking days, but I have like a full leg. Like I have my like whole leg, half of my legs like covered. Like it's not just a small piece. It's like we did like a 7-hour session.
Oh,
so.
God.
Got a unicorn with a rainbow.
Yeah,
Nice.
and it says
Cupcakes.
"Fuck you, Ernie" on it. It's awesome.
It's got Lucky
Great.
Charms coming
Yeah.
out of it. and
But
stuff.
anyway, my next tattoo I'm sick of getting tattooed now.
Are you doing?
Are
it?
you?
Are you doing?
You
It
it?
hit the
hurts.
wall?
It hurts, man.
Like
I don't
it's
want-
because you only got places left that hurt.
No. So I have places left that are gonna probably kill. Like so,
Yeah.
I have nothing on my torso,
Right.
like my chest or my back, but everything else is, and then up to my knees as well. But I have like I want to get like 2 more tattoos. I think.
You getting a tummy tat?
Nope.
Tummy
So
tap.
I'm
Thug
gonna get,
life.
so I'm getting
Thug
my other
life.
hand. I'm getting my other
Brown
hand
pride.
done. My other hand done, and then my left leg needs to get finished with filler and one more space tattoo by Bri. But then I'm done.
Yeah.
You're gonna do the stained glass on your hand?
I don't know. No, actually, I'm gonna get. So Anton draws this really cool PMA box, positive mental attitude kind of cube,
Ah.
and on the cube's PMA's on it. I'm gonna get that on my hand.
I'd get it. I'd
Where?
get it for the
You
podcast.
get matching tats?
No,
Nice.
not just the podcast. This is before the podcast. Listen, man, pay my
Let's
lifestyle.
do everything you want to do.
Whoa,
No,
whoa.
don't. I'm not saying
I'm
do
not.
it. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to do it.
Anyway,
No,
it's not for
I'm
the podcast. It's just for like
Yeah, yeah.
PMA, positive mental attitudes. So
Nice.
that's my plan. Do you have tattoos, Narb?
Just one, yeah.
But where?
On my own.
You're getting any more? Is
No.
that your thing?
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the 90s. It's what everyone was doing.
Really?
We all got tattoos.
You got Chinese
Oh.
lettering?
No.
Okay,
Or
good.
barbed
Name?
wire
Good,
or
good.
none
No
of that.
tribal?
No tribal? No
No.
tribal? Okay,
No
good.
tribal. I'm good.
Is it a
Okay.
duck? What is it?
It's the Red Hot Chili Pepper symbol in the sun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Cool, man.
Yeah. I got my winter coat on, so you can't really see.
It's all right.
If you know what I'm saying.
I got the heater on
No,
today.
you don't. There's no
Just
way that
everybody
thing's
know-
on.
What?
I can't feel my toes. There's no way that thing's on.
I
Are
think
you
it's on
kidding?
fan
No,
mode.
man. Is it on? Because
The heater's
it's
on.
cold.
Air is
Hang on,
moving,
hang on.
but it's not hot air. It's just air. Oh, that's it. Now we're fixed. No, it's still cold.
Is it on?
Yes, it's on.
Okay.
It's okay.
The heater's on. So
All right.
in our podcast room, we've added some art and some like
That's
a Canada
nice, man.
flag, and now I got a heater in here because people keep complaining. Mostly Tony's like, "Can I have a sweater?"
The flag kind of looks like that 30-pound mountain lion attacked it, but that's okay.
It's seen some work.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
Yeah. It was for Rizzle.
Can you feel
so...
Can you guys feel the heat now?
No.
My
I
balls
can't
are sweating now,
Feel
boy.
the heat
We're
calling
good.
in the air tonight.
Turn it up, sauna. Add a little
Nah,
water
it's
to
fine.
that.
Don't worry about it. I'll get my feeling back in my toes after this.
You have slippers here. Put your slippers on.
Oh my god.
I
You
do
have your own slippers
Yeah,
here?
because my feet are fucking
Nice.
They're gangster
These
ones.
old man slippers
Gangster
for hanging
one.
out in the
What
podcast
gangster's
room.
wearing that?
They're gangster plaid.
Now
Shit.
I'm pointing the heater towards Mike. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I've
You
got
had your chance.
I have my chance.
Yeah. Now you
No,
got your slippers.
I have
you prick.
I have another one scheduled in April. I'm getting Hartley's name on this side because I'm gonna go with the graffiti because I really like it on the side of trains. Since I was a kid I loved it.
Yeah.
So Hartley's gonna go here, and then once I get Hartley, then I've got some filler stuff like their little graffiti characters.
Mhm.
I'll fill in the spots with them. But yeah. No,
So,
I got.
and
I
you
got
have one guy then,
Yeah, I
or-
got a guy, Daryl. He was at a kind of hole in the wall shop. And that's where I first ran into him was there, and then he started his own thing in Kitchener, and now he's got his big new studio in Kitchener. He's really really good, and his calligraphy is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing is his writing, like his handwriting. It's really really top notch.
So you say it was like a hole in the wall. So what? You just one day wandered into this tattoo
No,
joint and said, "Give me a tat, man."
The shop, like if you walk
like, how do
downtown
you
and you saw
research
it.
this?
Well, it was a big giant sign. So
Okay.
he used to. It's not there anymore. So it was called Way Cool.
Yeah.
And they're not there anymore. But if you walked by it though, like really, unless you knew what it was, like they had that that graffiti piece that was on the outside of that thing.
Yeah.
I think Daryl had something to do with that. I think that was part of him. So that's why I kind of wanted him to do this because I knew he was a graffiti artist.
Mm-hmm.
He hand drew that.
Nice.
So that wasn't something done. Like I just kind of gave him the name, and that's what he did. So I'm doing the same thing with Hartley's name on the other side.
Nice.
And then and then I followed him on Instagram as well after I got that one done by him. I just kind of went online, and that's kind of how you do it with everybody that you want to get something done. You kind of research, like that's what I've seen anyway. That's what I tell everybody to do if they want work done by him and you want
Go
to
on
see
the
what he does.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Because the art's on there, you can see what they like. Oh, I want to get like a cool rose.
Yeah.
How do you do a rose? Or calligraphy. How does he write?
Because
Or, like,
Bry does things way different than Daryl would do, right? Like he'll do, like his stuff is really thick, like a
This is
black
American
outline
traditional.
and
It's
yeah,
like American
yeah,
traditional
yeah.
style. Yep. When yours is more like graffiti.
It's like not Chicano, but
tribal. But
not
there's
tribal.
different styles of tattooing.
Mhm.
You ever watch those like little mini documentaries?
On tattooing?
Yeah,
No.
or like anything. So like,
what's that? What's that one? The Blackout Project. Don't watch that one.
oh my god! So there was
No.
this Vice like documentary about this like place in Germany where these people get tattooed just for pain, not for art. The guy will just sit there and go, "Meh," just
He
like
calls it art though.
blacking out
What the
body parts and the side of your face.
Wow.
Just
Just
for
to
pain.
feel
Just
the-
filling
the
yourself
sting.
in with black, but it's more for the experience of dealing with the pain and working yourself through than the actual
Art.
getting something that looks like something.
So
'cause
then
it's-
you go out of there looking like someone just black markered the
Yeah.
shit out of your neck.
yeah, and face
It makes
and head.
no sense. I
Wow.
sent that to Ernie. I'm like, why would someone do this?
Yeah.
I don't get this.
Been attacked by Sharpies.
Like,
It is, and they're not nice about it.
like I'm not Yeah, they're not
Well,
nice.
if they're feeling they want the pain, yeah.
No,
they're
the
not-
artist.
the
The
artist.
artist.
No,
Oh,
the
really?
artist
The
is like,
artist.
yeah, you're gonna
Just
sit
digging
down.
'em.
You tell him no, and he's like, sit back down. I'm not done yet.
Jesus.
It's like S&M shit.
Yeah, I don't want a
man.
tattoo with a safe word, man. I just
No.
It's effed
Jesus.
up. Like even like I'm like I was just saying like I'm kind of sick of getting tattooed. I don't want to be in pain
Yeah?
anymore. It hurts.
Man.
Like it wasn't like I don't find it fun. Like I don't know if when I was younger.
Did you ever like as
When I first got my first couple ones, it wasn't even a big deal.
No.
But maybe I'm just like getting in more sensitive spots.
You are. You got those on your leg, and Bry is so good when he tattoos. I got to give him that. Like he's for a giant man, he is very light-handed.
he's
with
very
the
light-handed.
a
tattoos.
deft touch?
Yeah.
He
But
does.
like I'm getting into more and more spots where like I have to fill up.
The
but
back
like,
of your
it's-
leg, man.
The back of my leg was the worst.
Is it? I don't know.
It just,
Oh,
it
yeah.
just
Spots, yeah.
like where like most people get it on their shoulder here.
Yeah.
Easiest spot
Yeah,
in the
it's not
entire
bad.
world.
It-
It's the
yeah.
easiest spot.
They had to do it twice,
The
but it
ditch
wasn't bad.
sucks. That ditch, like this part here. Oh,
Anywhere where
Oh,
it's
yeah?
that
thin
stunk.
or like on your
Oh.
elbow,
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
like that was not a lot of fun. But like the back of my leg was the worst
Really?
pain
Yep.
of tattoo.
That many nerves? Or
I don't know,
something,
man.
or-
Mm,
It like
Huh.
after a while, like it goes numb.
Yeah.
You can kind of like, you can just kind of deal with it. Like
Yeah.
for me, the worst part about a tattoo is the line work. I can't.
The filling doesn't bother you
really? You're
the
okay?
line-
You're okay?
The
for
line
shading?
work. I
because they
hate.
have to kind of hammer
Because
it.
as soon as you start, like it's the first thing they do is the line work.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
start cutting the line in
Yeah.
and doing like you just feel it. You're like it feels like they're dragging a knife around it. Once the shading starts, I can just talk and hang out and it goes numb. The back of my leg, the whole thing hurt
Yep.
all the
Yep.
way through.
Yep.
It didn't stop. It didn't go numb. The sensor pain, the receptors just kept opening up and opening and closing. I was like,
Nice.
I felt the whole thing.
Oh God.
I had my hand on my arm and was just laying there. I'm like, please God. Luckily, Bry's super fast and awesome.
Yeah.
So it probably only took like an hour and a half.
And he's so light-handed. Like that. It's
It just sucked
Oh.
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
And then he moved to the front of my leg. Like I didn't talk the whole time in the back of my leg. He's like, "How you doing over there?" I'm like, "This is rough." And then as soon as he went to the front of my leg, him and I were talking again. Like it was like
The front of your leg
it was like
wasn't as
it was like a
bad?
break. Yeah,
Yeah.
the front of my leg was easy.
Really?
So luckily, I have just a piece in the front of my leg to do, and then I'm
you
just
should
gonna
do that on your back.
no. That's actually by Bry. That's Bry did
Oh,
that.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Bry gave me that for my birthday. I went in there and got a tattoo for my birthday. He had a
What?
cancellation, and he gave me that picture of Jesus.
Oh,
Just like a birthday gift.
That's really nice.
He's a super cool guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why,
Like,
so
that's
why
a
go
really
back
nice
to him then?
picture.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, people, when I go and get my art done, like if I don't like the person,
Yep.
no way.
Yeah.
Like Ernie's gone and seen somebody, and he got a tattoo by them. It's like I'm not going back to that guy.
Nope.
There's
No,
no
I-
vibe.
Nope.
If I can't talk to my tattoo artist, like
Yeah,
Nathan,
exactly.
he's this British guy. He did an amazing job, and he was a cool guy too. We just
Yeah.
talked and stuff. Mind you, like that hurt a lot. That was brutal. That was a hard spot. But like we were just sitting there talking, and he was good back and forth, just chatting about stuff. I had told him, I'm like, I liked his art before. I saw him come into a Skull Day before, and like I loved his art. I'm like, I really just wanted to get. I was really hoping today on the Skull Day. Well, you know what Skull Day is?
No, what is that?
So Skull Day is once a year in the second week of January. Crawling Panther does like a kind of like a customer appreciation day for $100. You come in and you pick a skull from the 4 artists that are there. You sign up. There's like 8 spots for each artist for the whole day, and so they make like $800. You pay you pay $100 just for the tattoo,
Yeah.
and that was $100.
Wait, so that was an hour's work?
That was
Not
like an
even
hour
an
and a
hour.
half.
So
Was
they're
that
doing
all?
8 people. Damn, that's a long day, man.
And then that was another one too. Ernie and I got bro
Oh, you both
skulls.
did? Okay.
We got bro
Nice. Yeah,
bro
yeah.
skulls, sugar skulls by Bry.
Nice.
And so you just go in. Those guys have a long day.
And
Yeah, no
they just
shit,
got a
'cause-
sheet, and you just kind of
Yeah,
put
yeah.
your name down. And some guys, so we knew he was going to book up quick, so we actually
went in there fucking
waited.
early.
We waited in line
Nice.
like outside till they opened, and then we put our name on there early. I think we were probably like third.
Yeah, Ernie, Jesse, and I, we went and got sugar skulls.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then you just go in, you can kind of pick. Sometimes when we went to, they released the sheet a bit early, but it sounded
Not
like now they're
anymore.
not doing
No.
that. So
No.
you just kind of it
You have
kind
to
of
go and
forces you
show
to go
up.
down. It makes sense.
But it's
So
like
you-
a customer appreciation thing anyway.
Yeah.
They have like free donuts and they have T-shirts for $10, and they're just like saying thanks for like supporting this local business. And Brian's such a cool guy.
Yeah, you
like,
couldn't ask for a nicer guy.
Oh man, like him and I have worked like together for like probably like art for 10 years.
Jesus.
Yeah, since like 2008. 2008.
Because he was still at Thrive,
2007
right?
Is when I got my first tattoo by Brian. So yeah, man, it's over 10 years.
Man, oh man.
Such a cool rad guy.
Nice.
So how come you don't get more ink?
I'm good. Honestly, I'm good. I was talking to my wife way back when we first. Oh, we're gonna get tattoos. Yeah, let's get tattooed. And she could never decide what she wants, so we just.
Yeah.
it
So
never
she has no
happened.
tattoos.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to find people without tattoos anymore, man.
I know.
That's true.
Jesus.
That is
It's
really
so
true.
weird when you see people that don't have tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, mind you, I work with people. They have like a couple, but not
Yeah.
like me. Like I'm covered.
Yeah.
And now Ernie's getting covered up.
Yep.
And Jesse's covered up. Dan is covered head to
I
toe.
bet, yeah.
We should get Dan. He can show you all his tattoos.
I don't want to see all of them.
Yeah, he's covered.
I'm gonna come here one day and all you guys are gonna be in speedos showing off your ink, and I'm just gonna get the hell out of here, man. I'm not
Yeah.
watching that. I'm
No.
good.
We should take a picture and you can stand beside it, and then he's the empty ginger.
Dan can give you a.
Space for rent sign around my neck.
Dan was telling me last time that predominantly, so he has women who, like 95% of his customers are women,
Really?
and that 5% that are male, all males that come in and get piercings by him, it's all genital piercings.
Really?
All of the men that come see Dan is all genital
Why,
piercings.
though?
He's like, yeah, the guys come in. I'm like,
Not
yeah.
nipples or ears. It's just dicks.
Dicks and
All
balls.
dicks, balls
Dicks
all
and
day
balls.
long. God damn.
Yes.
That's a tough existence.
Well,
but if it's 95% women, that's alright, I guess.
so
but-
there's like this piercing Bible,
Mhm.
and Thrive Studios is known for their good genital piercings. Yeah, it's in a book.
5-star reviews.
So people come in and he's like, I'm just piercing dicks all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let us punk
I'm
your
like,
junk.
I'm like, no guys get like nose piercings or
Yeah,
or anything else. He's like, nope, it's
Wow.
all dicks and balls.
I don't want to be known as the guy that handles the dicks. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
It's on your resume
charge
now,
him.
friend.
But he's good,
you
and
can
he's
charge
making
him.
money out of it, so you can't.
I
knock
bet you
that,
can name your
but-
price on
Right?
that. Yeah.
yeah, like if you're a specialist and that kind of stuff.
God damn.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Dan has his book he was gonna show us.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We got a
Aw.
sneak preview of just the one
I'm
little
like,
page.
I don't want to know.
Like, I'm
I don't want to
good.
know. Yeah,
I'm good.
No, I don't want to know.
God.
I don't want to see
the book that Dick's made.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Book of dicks.
I don't want to see the Dick Clark novel.
Whoa.
The Dick Clark novel. Dick Cheney.
Dick's.
Are we just gonna sit here and name people named Dick for the next half hour?
Yeah.
All right.
Got
Dick
it?
Buttkiss.
Oh, good God.
You should get Dick Buttkiss on this show. That'd be
Who's
fantastic.
Dick
This would
Butkus?
be awesome.
He's a football player from way back in the day. His name is Dick Buttkiss.
Don't watch it.
He's fantastic.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, well, read up on it, man.
Yeah, I will.
Maybe you should watch a documentary about it.
I will. I
Well,
will watch. a
good.
documentary.
Why don't you then?
I will.
Fine.
Mike.
Is he a wrestler?
Yes. No, he's not a wrestler.
Is he from the sports?
He is not from the sports, I don't believe. Well, he's from football, but not any other
Is
sports.
football a sport?
But it's not. You said sports like plural, like he played.
football a
He was a
sport?
triathlete or something. For fuck's
Football's a
sake.
sport.
Oh my good fucking god! I didn't come here to be abused. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, thanks for coming out again.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, appreciate you
Glad,
coming
glad I
out.
could come and get abused.
It was always we always have a good time.
Yeah, man.
It's always funny when you look at the clock to see how long these things are going for. And we were saying that to Nate. He was like, "So how long do they go?" I'm like, "I don't know, half an hour and a half to like 2 hours." He's like, "All right, so if I look at the clock and it's an hour and a half and you guys are kicking me off the show," he goes, "I know I'd suck."
Well, it's just like when you get people on that know one thing,
Yeah.
like a business or like a doctor or like a guy who has been to jail or like a guy who runs a business, like they could talk about it for hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And hours, and you gotta go, okay, all right, we get it. Like we gotta tap the brakes here. We can't
Yeah.
go 4 hours deep,
No.
But, like,
you
one-
just want to pick the sweetest cherries
right?
of those. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of felt bad about when we had Fabian on, was because
That was such a shame.
We fucked up the first one.
And then we rushed.
Yeah,
We rushed it,
yeah.
and then people were like, "Oh, well, the stories weren't really there." I'm like, "You should have heard the first hour and a half that we lost."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stories I heard were awesome enough. Like
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
imagine what you
Yeah,
lost.
no,
Like,
it
Oh.
was-
Jesus.
oh.
Oh man, we gotta have him back on
Mhm.
so we can kind of rehash some stuff. But supposedly, cause he listens to the podcast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Um,
listens to it. There's just some things that he couldn't go into too much because of personal reasons.
And that's yeah.
Yeah, some heavy shit.
Because
Yeah.
it was like the first half. I think he was kind of happy
And
that it didn't
unfortunately,
go through.
so if I don't know someone, I'm kind of like I want to know about stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty like I don't know. I like to know things about people and try to think of things and questions and stuff. I didn't know. Maybe I was asking too deep of questions that if someone asked me, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll tell you what's up. But maybe not someone who's had a little bit of like trauma or like PTSD for like living in jail.
Yeah.
You know, maybe don't push too many buttons.
Yeah.
But he's a great guest.
No, we were
I like
baby
Fabian.
gloves in it. We were.
like Fabian.
We had a talk before we did it, and he's as you've seen, he's a great
And if
dude
you
to
haven't
talk
listened to that podcast, listen to the podcast. What
Yeah.
number was that?
Eight? No.
I don't know. It's got his name
8 or
on
9,
it.
I think.
I'll look it
It's
up.
got
I'll listen to
Fabian,
talk
and
to
if you don't listen to that one, go listen to me getting high and freaking out. Or we had fucking Santa Claus. Santa Claus was badass.
Yeah.
Like number 7 was Tony. We had Tony come on.
Tony's good, man. I went to his place.
Oh yeah, tell us about.
Oh,
hanging
did
out
you?
with
He did an
Tony.
amazing job by the looks of it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty, it was getting pretty scrappy.
It looked like it was pretty quick.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
bad.
Fabian's podcast was number 9.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Yeah.
But
He trimmed that up for you?
So you
The
went
whole
to
bit, yeah.
Nice,
So you went
man.
to his barber shop.
yeah,
He's the only guy I trust with my beard.
yeah. Well, that's the first time I've ever been, like, anywhere to have anything done. Like,
No way.
yeah, I haven't been in a barber's chair in, like, 15, 17 years, probably. It's been
You
a
just
long
been
ass
shaving
time.
your head.
Yeah.
Did you tell him we sent you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, those guys. Yeah. And, yeah, we were shooting the shit for a while. Yeah.
You better know who we were.
Yeah, he did. He knew right away. But no, it was cool. Like, the straight razor shave, though, I don't know.
But on the head,
Yeah.
I do a better job
Yeah, I find that.
because
yeah.
like I want it to be completely smooth. I
Yeah.
know all the like
the
so-
nooks and crannies and the
so-
valleys and
right.
peaks and
so
such,
when
yeah.
I walked away from getting it done too, I'm like, he missed like. I'm like, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
It's a cool experience.
It's awesome.
To
Yeah, I
get it
would.
done.
I
But
would
he
do, I would
wants
do
to
it
be
again.
careful too, though, right? Like he's not gonna probably be.
I don't know. I could do a better job.
Really?
I just
On
I
my
know
head, I think. Yeah.
I know my
The-
head.
My beard, I could never do what they do. But my head, I can.
Shaving
I'm
my
pretty
head.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't really like it
Yeah.
because I don't know. He used this tool at the end of it that was like a really small like trimmer. but
Yeah,
it was really,
yeah,
really
yeah.
close, and it was like
Yeah,
hurting
yeah.
me. I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, that hurts. He's like, oh, yeah, it's because this is dull. I'm like, yeah.
Was that little
dude,
plastic
do it
one?
on somebody else.
Yeah, really. Eh?
That little plastic one that has like it's like a little
but
electric
it
razor.
wasn't as close as I get it. I make
yeah.
it way closer. Like I make it smooth.
What do
baby.
you
Yeah.
do? You have a straight razor that you use, or what do you use? Do you pick?
No, I have a dollar.
I mean, not like a Dollar
yeah,
Shave Club.
I have a Dollar Shave Club high end.
Sponsor.
Yeah, no, not
Dollar
sponsor.
Shave Club.
And I shave. I
Yeah.
make it really close. Do you do this in your shower? What do you shave your head? What do you do? What's your process?
I do it before I go in the shower generally because I don't
Yeah?
want the shaving guck all over me.
I
so.
just use soap.
Really, eh?
I use
Skimmer?
like I use Axe soap.
Huh.
And I soap up my head, and then I just shave my head in the shower. And then I'm saving water and time.
Oh, look at you,
Yeah, being
Mr. Green Jeans
Yeah,
over
yeah, yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just do it and hop in the shower. but
Use
yeah.
shaving cream.
Yeah.
Beard looks pretty clean.
How often
though,
do you
man.
do
Thanks,
yours?
man.
How often do you do yours?
It's not like I have to dress up and impress anybody. So like once a week, once every
That's
now
it.
and
So
yeah,
you
not
let
that
it grow in
often.
a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's like 3 days in right now.
That's 3 days.
Maybe like 3 or 4 days. Yeah, it's too
Really?
long. This is too long for me.
Fucking hippie.
Yeah, I do. And if it gets too long, I have to take my trimmer and I have to go on my head to kind of trim it down so it's okay for the razor.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just because I don't want to dull the blade up too much.
Sorry,
Nah.
it's just getting to my eyes.
How often? Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez.
Stroking those
If you were
luscious
to
locks.
grow your hair out, how bad is it?
It's real bad. I've got like a hair fjord or an inlet here, and then there'd be like this Isle of Sorrow, and then there's this big empty spot here.
You got
It's
a
not
halo?
nice.
It's not a halo. It's only a half halo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't even know what it
Oh
would
yeah.
look
By the
like
way,
anymore.
Mike has
No
a
clue.
sweet beard and his head is shaved.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know that.
You do now.
Yeah, if you didn't know that, now I know that. Me too.
That's right.
Mind you, I just trimmed my beard down.
You did.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, you did.
cow.
Yep, just trimmed it down.
So you
She
did
gone.
that. You didn't.
No, I just
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it.
She gone.
I get sick of it after a while, so I've been growing my Christmas beard since the end of November.
Okay.
I haven't really. I got it trimmed up a little bit by Tony just to look good for Christmas.
Yeah.
But usually around this time of the year, I trim it down to like this length, and I keep it for the summer,
Nice.
just because it's
It's less hot. Yes.
and it's cheaper too.
I cut mine
yeah.
off last
Yeah.
time, and then this time I'm gonna let it come out a little bit. It's really dry though because I was working today, so
Yeah.
I gotta put some stuff in it. But
Some
Yeah.
stuff.
Do you
in
put
it?
do you put oil in your beard?
No, but my one buddy's always going on about beard oil. Beard oil is
Yeah.
beard oil. I'm like, man, no. He's like, grab me here. Feel mine. I'm like, this is all weird, but
Yeah.
it's nice. But
Does
I
he
don't
have like
know.
a long beard like yours?
It's a lot longer. Yeah, like
I'm
he's
not
got
a-
a nice.
I'm
beard.
not a fan of the oil too much though.
I just don't get it.
I don't do it anymore.
No.
I was really into it
Where?
because I was sponsored by that company. I'm like,
Okay.
oh my gosh, I do it every day. Now if I do have a beard that's like longer and I'm gonna go someplace nice, I'll do it for like the fragrance and like a little bit of the shimmer.
The
That's it.
shimmer. Has it
That's
got
it.
glitter in it?
Mind you, I do comb it every day.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I
I'll comb it out
What
with like
do I
a
get?
boar brush.
I got L'Oreal.
Do you have
or
a boar
something like
brush?
I
that.
don't even know what that is.
Oh.
You don't
What
have
the
a-
hell's a boar brush?
What do you comb it with?
Just like a comb.
No, no.
You've got one, don't you?
No, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you an extra brush.
Okay.
You can have it.
Thanks, man.
It's made out of boar hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
so what does that do? That's
It's just
better?
it's just rough. It's like
Oh.
coarse. It's like coarse.
It
on
combs
coarse.
really nicely if you like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Come
can
for a
have mine-
podcast, leave with a boar
A
brush.
boar
That's nice.
brush.
Do you have
Nice.
any? Do you have any of the cream left?
Do you want it?
Well, I can show it to him. He might like that better than the oil.
We'll do some beard talk after the
Sure.
podcast.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So this stuff, it's more of like
a beard
like a
cream.
paste. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What does
It's-
it do?
So
Like, is it for styling
shaping?
purposes?
Kinda, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and
Not
it
like a
smells
gel.
nice too.
It's not like
Oh
a
my
gel.
God.
No. It doesn't stiffen it up or anything.
Yeah.
But it works. It works a lot like the oil, but you're not getting, because the part I don't like about the oil is your face and everything looks greasy.
Yeah.
And
that's what
I
would
hate
want,
that
yeah.
because you look like you're shining when you leave. So what I do is
And
I'll
you gotta
take
wash
some,
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony was saying
see.
that on the podcast. Like, you put oil in, wash it out. Don't
Yeah.
just keep adding more
No.
oil.
Because you go to bed and you put your head on your pillow and it slips off.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah, then you
Uh,
hit your wife in the head with your head.
And you're ruining pillowcases at Epic.
yeah.
It's just not good.
Start a fire anywhere
Yeah.
Do
near
you guys
you.
move around in your sleep?
As far as I know, I do.
Oh,
yes.
fuck yeah.
Do
Oh,
you guys
fuck
move around in
yeah.
your sleep?
Oh, yeah.
So, I have to be really careful about what I watch before I go to bed because
Really?
supposedly I'm swinging.
What?
Yeah, I hit Jocelyn in the head this week.
You're
I
taking down mountain
What?
lions in your sleep.
in my sleep. She's like, "You punched me in the back 2 weeks ago, and then this week you smacked me in the back of the head."
I'll do
Holy
this.
shit.
I do this before I'm falling
3
asleep.
o'clock in the morning. I just went
I have
like
a
a dog.
twitch.
I just reached over. She said, "I went whap."
What the?
Whacked her in the back of the head. And
What
then
were
she's
you
like,
watching? Like
Uh,
UFC or what
No,
were you doing?
I just finished the season 8 of The Walking Dead, so that could have
Okay.
been. that
Oh,
could
did you
have
maybe.
finish it?
season 8?
Oh, man, I still haven't finished it yet.
I couldn't watch any of that shit and go to bed. I just
No.
So I just finished that, but then I also watched The Last Kingdom, which is a Viking show on Netflix.
I heard it's good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So I've been watching. I got to be really careful about what I watch because then it goes in my bed. So I don't go into like a catatonic state. Supposedly I'm like moving around, talking and stuff. And
Really?
I'm like swinging.
You got to videotape that. You
I
gotta
don't-
do a
I don't-
sleep
this
study
can't-
or
I don't
something.
think this is normal.
I
think
can't imagine
I
it
think
is,
I should
no.
go like one of those sleep study things. I'm
You
like-
should do a sleep study,
like-
100%.
Luckily, I wasn't in like nom or anything. I don't know, like PTSD, where I'm like, oh god, I wake up and I'm like choking her to death or something.
Like a mountain cat.
Yeah, so I keep
Yeah.
punching her in her sleep. But she's
Oh
like,
my god, dude.
yeah.
She's got to wear like helmets and
She's
gear.
like, I'm like sleeping, and she's like, you're gonna have to sleep in the other room.
Get her a
Yeah,
taser.
I don't know.
Get her a taser.
I don't know if this is. I don't think it's normal.
I don't imagine that is.
Can't
No.
be- it's not
I've never
good.
punched anybody. in
If
my
anybody
sleep.
out there is listening to this, like, shoot me a quick text, like, yeah, man, that's not normal. Go see a
Please,
doctor.
please send help.
Yeah, write us. Write us at the PMA podcast, or you
We don't
write
have an
us at,
Instagram. There's
we
no
have
person-
an email.
No, we don't.
Should we start an Instagram?
Someone said that to me.
What do you think,
Today.
Mike?
I don't even have Instagram. What's the appeal to Instagram? I don't.
So the
Photos.
nice thing, it's mostly just
Photos.
pictures, right? You
So
don't
you're,
really.
You're an audio podcast. What do you need picture Instagram?
That's,
for?
no. So
I
that's
don't
right.
get it.
He just
Doesn't
hit
make
the
any
nail on the head.
sense.
It's true. It's
So
true.
I have-
We're not putting
So
up
I
any
have-
video.
So
That's
I
true.
post this on 2 Instagrams. There's
Yeah.
one called the KW Facial Hair Club.
Okay.
I post this. I say that people to watch that in this, and then my own personal Instagram. That's it. I
Yeah.
don't need a Instagram for it.
Yeah, I don't
True.
think so.
It's true.
If people want to message me on one of those 2 platforms, or don't message me at all.
Wow.
If you're listening,
It's
to
very
this.
definitive.
Yeah.
Message me here or fuck off.
Or send
That's basically-
send your wife a helmet.
Yeah. Please.
Can't be normal. People be like, I know that's like a thing. People sleepwalk and stuff.
Oh
but
yeah,
I'm
you hear about
sleep
that. But
Punching.
sleep punching is a whole different thing. Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
He's fighting.
Yeah,
He's
but
fighting
so
the
like
power
I'm
to
fighting
sleep.
I'm fighting battles. Like she's like, what were you fighting? I'm like, I was fighting 2 guys off. One guy, I need him in the face, and then the other guy got a 1-2 punch to the face. She's like, yeah, and I got that to the back of the head.
So what about those apps? Like if you do were to watch something like that, what about those calm apps that you can get? Like it's something that like it helps you go to sleep.
No.
Maybe
I'm fine. My head hits
He's
the
out,
pillow.
but-
My head hits the
No,
pillow.
no, 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 no. I know it's not a matter of falling asleep. I'm saying what's in your cognitive, in your head, before you go to sleep. Like if you were to watch something calming
I'm
or
watching TV. Yeah, I'm watching
right?
like Vikings.
Maybe you're
cutting
just
heads off
overly
and, like,
stimulated.
I'm probably watching 2 violent shows before bed.
Probably.
It's
Throw
like
on-
eating
throw on
before
some
bed.
music.
You should never eat before bed.
Certain
Yes,
things.
I can tell you that.
Some things are worse than
Yep.
others, but yes.
Like, don't eat like 2 hours
Nope.
before bed or something.
I'm
Really?
fucked if I get nightmares
Man,
if I eat
if
before
I-
bed. Oh yeah.
I can eat a bowl of shreddies before bed.
No,
I'm cool.
I'm
like,
Man,
fucked.
really?
if
Eh?
I eat before bed, I wake up in the morning and I feel like I have like a food hangover. I feel sick. I'm like,
Really?
oh god.
What are you eating? You eating the pickle fries? Or
No. I mean, like I have like a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, that's usually
Or
what I
I'll have
like
like
to
some naan with some hummus or something.
Ooh,
I have
delicious. How
scary-
intercontinental of you.
Oh, I
That's
love
very
naan
nice.
and hummus.
Scary
That's my
dreams.
favorite treat. That's my favorite treat. Like,
What's
after,
that?
after the podcast, I'm gonna go upstairs, heat up the naan, grab the hummus.
He's tucking in.
Oh, so good.
Nice.
You've never had naan?
Naan
Naan.
is delicious.
Nah,
It's
man.
Indian bread.
No, sir.
Oh my god.
No, I have not had.
Don't. Don't. We can do Russian
Uh.
accents, but nothing, anything ethical.
Son of a bitch.
So,
What? Russian's not ethic?
ethnical?
Ethical?
Whatever. Who
What
gives
is
a
going?
shit? Anyway, don't eat before bed.
Roger
Yeah, I
that.
get nightmares.
I can't do it.
No?
I can't do it. Yeah.
I
Well,
get
because
crazy
the
legs
body's
sometimes,
like
but-
digesting, right?
Yeah.
So they're saying when your body digests in your stomach, so then the brain's like, oh, well, if that's awake, I'm gonna be awake. You got fucked up dreams. That's what the correlation is. So if you eat before bed, you're gonna have fucked up dreams.
Really, I don't
Oh, yeah.
remember half my dreams, or most of my dreams, really. So
Really?
I've never had a problem with that. No.
Oh man.
I'm usually okay because
sleep
what
good?
Usually, like, I know if I slept good because I'll wake up and I can't move my arm. My shoulder's just locked because I've slept in the same spot. My shoulder's just ruined.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually I'm alright. Yeah.
Oh, what hours? How many hours of sleep do you get?
6 maybe.
Dude, you gotta.
Depends on the day.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta up those numbers.
Man, how I wish.
Yeah.
Man, how I wish.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out, dude.
No?
No. Nurse comes at 11,
Oh.
and you gotta be up before they go, and then you kind of need an hour to unwind. So yeah, you get
Oh.
6 is a good day.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take 6. That's
Alright.
a victory.
All right.
If
And
I get
you're-
more, I don't know what to do with myself.
So he's asleep from what time to what time?
Son.
He usually goes down at 7, so 7 to 6, 7 to 6:30.
Is your daughter the same? Because she's
She's about
4.
the same. She's 5. Yeah.
She's 5. Oh, she's in
She just
school
turned
then.
5. Yeah. She's JK.
Nice. Nice. So
She's usually out 7:38, and yeah, she's
yeah,
up by 7.
that's Chloe
usually.
too.
Yeah.
Chloe too is that.
How
So
many,
it
how
works
many
out
hours
good.
of sleep you get?
Lately I've been going to bed pretty early because I've been really, really tired. I don't know what it is. I've been just knocked out. I'm in bed by
How are
like
you eating?
8:30. Amazing.
You eating good?
I've been eating good. This week was kind of but I have been.
He's got pickle fries.
Hey
And
man, this is my cheat.
Ernie eat cheats on Fridays.
Oh, is
I
that
cheat on
cheat day?
Friday, yeah.
Nice.
Because during the week I am salad, tuna, bananas, oranges, Greek yogurt,
Wow.
and then a little bit of peanuts or
Unsalted?
yeah, unsalted.
You know what? You need some naan. Be good.
None.
And
No,
hummus.
thanks.
And
So I
hummus.
get a nice spicy hummus.
Hummus.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
right in my ear
Yeah, we
too.
all
Yeah.
heard that.
Yeah.
Don't do
Hummus.
that again.
Yeah.
That's my treat. Hummus.
Do
Mind
you
you,
make your own
what?
hummus?
With the chickpeas?
Yeah.
I've made it before. It doesn't taste as good.
No.
I just buy it now.
You should go to Arabesque on
I make a
in
lot of-
Victoria Street in Kitchener.
Oh, buddy.
Best hummus there is.
You took me to Arabesque.
Yeah.
You
I
took
forgot
me there.
about
You're
that.
like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna take you to the great
Right?
place. You actually were the first person to give me shawarma.
What?
You
Wow.
introduced me to shawarma.
It's a gateway meat.
Oh
Yes.
I love a nice shawarma wrap.
Yep.
We were talking about you know those food trucks and stuff.
Yep.
We went to one that was in Mississauga. You know those premium outlets right
Yep.
before Toronto.
Yep.
There
Yorkdale?
is a food truck there. Hopefully it'll be this summer. They have Indian food. It was an Indian butter chicken wrap. Burrito, sorry, a butter chicken burrito.
Ooh,
Buddy,
nice.
like my mouth is watering right now.
You like
Okay,
butter
eh?
chicken?
I love
What's
Indian
wrong
food.
with butter chicken? Yeah, it's
Dude,
delicious,
everything.
man.
I love Indian food.
I can't get past the smell.
I used to be that way. Now I'm all about it, man.
Because
Yeah.
I tried the butter chicken and that just turned my stomach.
Yeah. My wife makes some nice Indian dish. She was in India for I think 3 months. She lived
I can
there,
do
so
curry.
she's good
I
with
can do
it.
curry, I just can't do the butter chicken.
Butter chicken's better than curry.
I would think so. Yeah, I agree.
You've never had it then.
I've had it, didn't like it.
I
Wow.
don't think you've ever had it.
Why are we whispering?
Let's whisper.
I hate it when mom and dad fight.
Did you guys? So, funny,
you both
we're jumping around. We're going around topics. When I was
We are
in,
totally. It's
when I was
awesome.
in university, when I was living in dorm,
Yeah.
we would have whisper Wednesdays. If my buddy
Oh,
Steve,
for fuck's sakes.
no.
For fuck's sake.
So we
Why
all,
doesn't that surprise me
Wow.
one bit?
we had whisper Wednesdays
Such a
because
hater.
So we're gonna have Whisper Wednesday?
Wow.
no. Just hear me out. So we all had like it was kind of like a free afternoon for studying and stuff. So people would come in and like interrupt.
Your inside
Just shut up for a second, okay? So Thursday was like a heavy day of class, and Wednesday afternoons we would do after lunch. We would put on the door because people would come in and yell and like, "Can I eat your food? Do you have any like chocolate milk?" Like they would come and like bug you when you're trying to like do a paper or something.
Right.
Like you're trying to study. So we would do Whisper Wednesdays. It's
It's
like
called Whisper Wednesday because you could call it Shut the Fuck Up Wednesday.
All four of us would just like sit in our rooms. So we would just be like, "Hey man, how's your day going? Go good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good." So we would have, and also we weren't allowed to do bottle tricks. I would flip bottles around. So I would drink half a bottle of water, and I'd be tossing it behind my back and stuff. And so there was rules we were allowed to do the bottle tricks and not to do, because like one of the bottles flew at a guy's laptop and it didn't.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So like we had all these rules for our dorm room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys had Whisper Wednesday.
Whisper Wednesdays.
Come on.
No, you don't. You just didn't get it.
You weren't there, man.
You weren't there, man.
You weren't there.
You're not one of us. But
That's
we would
right.
have Whisper
One
Wednesdays
of us.
afternoons, and we would just whisper.
I bet you did.
So I'd be like, "Hey, do you guys want some chicken burritos?" You're like, "No, they give me the shits." You know,
It's hard to whisper. Give me the
When
shit.
you go to sleep, I'm gonna fill a battle sock with a bag of quarters and beat the shit out of you with a
a bag full of bars of soap.
I hope you don't move around when you go to sleep, because I put a rat trap between your legs.
You said that. You don't say those things. You don't say those things.
You and your mom are hillbillies.
This is a house of learning.
This is a house of learned doctors.
All right.
You're not a doctor.
What are we at? What are we at?
You're a curly-headed
What are we
fuck.
at? We're getting off the rails here.
We're an hour 55.
Yeah, I think we're gonna pull. We're gonna pull this train into the station and let her sleep. Mike, thanks for coming on the podcast.
It's been
As
heavy.
always, man.
If you-
As
okay,
always.
thank you.
If anyone has been listening to the podcast to this point, text me and say, "I listened to this point. I will personally buy you a coffee."
Wow.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Because I
can't do that.
People
Oh my
won't listen
God.
this far because we've cut a little bit off the rails. If you've been listening this far, I will personally buy you a coffee.
Wow.
Comment on the podcast too, because I can take good, bad,
No, you can't.
and the ugly.
Wow.
I can take it.
Okay.
I won't understand
All right,
it.
let's wrap.
I
this
can
up.
say what I want
Anyway,
on the thing because I
thanks.
got the damn microphone.
Thanks, Mike.
Hey,
My
we
pleasure.
I forgot to ask. So,
Yeah.
Mike, what do you think? Because the last time you were here,
Yes.
we were fucking iPhoning it.
That's true.
We were iPhoning it. Yeah.
This is like a spaceship in here.
It's-
This is fantastic.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it?
Sounds
I like
nice.
it.
I nice.
It sounds wicked.
We've actually just implemented the headphones in that. It makes it nice and easy because we can hear the audio too,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
it makes it nice that we can I can do the levels and you guys get an idea of how far away
Yeah.
you got to be from the mic now,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, it's nice.
Oh, it's tip top.
I'm all about this.
Thanks,
well done,
man.
sir.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome to come back anytime.
I just.
I think
might.
if we have we'll make some plans.
Okay.
All right.
I like plans.
All right, man.
We'll
Right
discuss
on.
it over hummus.
Yeah, hummus and non.
Hummus.
Ernie.
Peace.
Guys,
Yes, sir.
so guys, listen to the next podcast. We're gonna have we have guests booked for the next
Oh,
6 months.
this is
Damn.
gonna be on
I got
fire.
I have to say people no man, and, I'm like, you can come on the podcast, but it's not gonna be for a month and a half. So
Yeah.
we're booked.
I'm glad I got a spot.
Booked.
Thanks, man.
Well, we wanted you to come out. So
yeah, no.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun that last time, and we were just this one was, it was all right.
All right.
All right, man.
See you guys.
All right,
Peace.
thanks for listening, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Peace.